I discovered my grandfather's secret stash, and I'm never telling my family.
You shouldn't.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, so my grandfather passed away 3 months ago, and the aftermath has been a complete circus.
Oh.
He was not a rich man by any means. He lived in a cramped apartment filled with dusty books and cheap furniture from the 70s. You would think there was a gold mine hidden there based on how my aunts and uncles were acting. So maybe there is a gold mine, no one knows. All right. They have been screaming at each other for weeks over who gets the ceramic plates and some old wood carvings that are probably worth $10 at a garage sale. It is honestly exhausting to watch grown adults lose their mind over junk while I just wanted to get the cleaning over so I could go back to my actual life.
One man's trash, another man's treasure.
Who knows? Those carvings could be worth a lot on Pawn Stars.
Yeah.
Last weekend, I was tasked with hauling away his old mahogany dresser. You know, like those big kind of...
Dude.
I'm familiar.
Yeah.
Fun fact, I called dibs on my grandfather's
mahogany
dresser.
dresser.
I was like, hey, can I have that when you pass away? He's like, sure.
Is there anything in there?
You have it?
No, it's not. He's still alive. No, I don't.
For now. Sorry, wait, no.
What the? It was heavy as heck and smelled like mothballs. While I was trying to pull the drawers out to make it lighter, I noticed one of them didn't sit right.
Oh.
Okay, so there's something spooky in there. Okay. By the way, this comes from Giga-Chad Vibes. And if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/okstorytime subreddit because we're okstorytime.
Woo!
We tell, there we go.
Yay!
The girlfriends in the audience.
Yeah.
We give good advice goofily about the relationships that matter most. These are true stories submitted to us from around the internet. So, but we don't have all the answers. So let us know what you think with your thumbs, you know?
Yeah.
Say if it's,
you guys have got them. Got some
we'll be
waves.
asking questions at some point.
I'm Riley.
I'm Sophia.
And I'm Sam.
And we're OK Storytime.
All right. So let's get back into the story. So there was a false bottom made of thin plywood that looked slightly newer than the rest of the wood.
Do you think he bought it like that or did he make it?
I think he might have bought it like that, you know? No, you think he made it?
He went to the store and he said, please give me your finest secret.
False bottom. Your finest Brazilian butler.
Like a false bottom's like if your dresser's 4 inches deep, then it'll be 3 inches deep on that one.
Yeah, and like put things underneath there and you know, like gold or something. Do you think your grandpa has a false bottom in his... and his dresser? That sounds like a euphemism.
No, I don't.
Yeah, no?
Not at all.
But his figure looks pretty nice.
Yeah. Okay, so then it was customized.
Okay.
I pried it open with a flathead screwdriver and found several thick envelopes stuffed with $20 and $50 bills.
Oh, dang. That's a lot of money, maybe.
7K.
7K? All right, what's your guess? How much money's in there?
I think maybe 5,000.
I think
a cool 5.
What do you guys think? Put numbers up.
Put numbers up. How much is in there? I see,
10? 10 grand?
Okay, we got...
Ali's saying like $1 million.
$1 million. 1 mil.
$1 million in 2 stuffed envelopes? I don't know.
Okay.
All right. I counted it twice in the garage. So this is the secret money in the dresser from the dead guy.
Opie's in the dark, shuffling through money.
I counted it twice in the garage. It was exactly $5,400.
I think I was the closest.
What did you say?
I said 5K.
Yeah, that was very close.
What did you say?
Very close.
7.
Wrong.
Not life-changing money for some people, but for me, it was a massive relief because my credit card debt has been suffocating me for a year. So this would get OP out of credit card debt.
This feels like the Office episode where Michael has to decide how to use the money.
Oh, yeah.
I just watched that one.
Yeah,
we all did.
We all watched that together. Okay, pausing right here.
Yes.
So OP was tasked with moving this mahogany dresser because their family member passed away. Should OP tell their squabbling relatives about what they found?
Immediate no.
Or what do you think? Tell or no? A thumbs up, thumbs down.
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 We got
down.
Oh, we
Lots
got a lot of
says
downs.
no. Red hair with the horn says no. VidCon kid says no. Everyone says no.
VidCon
Grandma in the back.
Ooh, nose in the back too.
Okay, everyone says no. I think no because of how much squabbling there has been.
Yeah.
But maybe sneaky redistribution of the wealth.
Yeah, you give them, you pay for a coffee.
You pay for once in a while. Let's call it even.
Yeah, they're like, oh, let's go get, Starbucks. And they're like, oh, no, it's on me.
No, it's on me.
Yeah.
Why are you so generous?
I thought you had credit card debt.
Yeah. All right, well.
Not anymore.
I did not say a word to anyone. I just shoved the envelopes into my laptop bag and finished loading the dresser into the truck. Later that night, my mom called me crying because her brother accused her of stealing a set of silver spoons that never even existed.
Dude, this is The Hobbit. This is all the Saxville's Baggins, like, stealing spoons from Bilbo.
Yeah, they did.
They were all stealing spoons.
That is true.
They were sneaking Bagginses.
Yeah.
Fun fact, if they sell the dresser, it's around $2,000.
Oh, so the mahogany dresser might be worth as much as the money in the dresser.
So we could get to 7K
We could get the 7K?
if you sell the dresser.
I just sat there listening to her vent while I was ordering a decent dinner for the first time in months. I felt a tiny bit of guilt for about 5 seconds before I remembered how these people treated him when he was actually alive. None of them visited him for years, but now they are acting like grave robbers. Since then, I've been slowly paying off my car loan and buying actual groceries instead of eating ramen every night. My family is still in a group chat sending essays about who deserves the old TV and the dusty curtains. I just mute the notifications and go about the day. By the way, you can go about your day listening to full episodes just like this by searching OK Storytime wherever you get your podcast. Just go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, search OK Storytime. Best relationship podcast on the internet. I see you searching. Go search. Go search right now. There's another update about this. But before we get into it, what do we think about what OP did? So OP found money in this mahogany dresser after their grandfather died. And decided to pocket the money. The girlfriend's in the corner. They're raising their thumbs. So do we think that OP made the right decision in keeping the money?
Yeah, I feel like if you don't like your family.
And the family wasn't good to the grandfather.
Yeah, and they didn't like him.
Here's my question.
Yeah.
How was OP to the grandfather?
Good point.
Were they visiting? Or was it kind of like, see him
She's like,
every
I also
Christmas?
hated him.
Yeah, right?
I mean,
how's their attitude towards OP?
I feel it doesn't seem like OP knew her grandfather super well. Like, she just described, you know, how cramped his apartment was or whatever, but didn't really talk about the man himself.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like if she introduced that money into the group chat, it would have been pandemonium.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whoever was caretaking him for the longest time, I feel like they should also get a piece of it.
Yeah.
But
I don't know if
secretly.
anyone was taking care of Peepaw.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
But we got a little bit more of this story. So, it is weird how much easier it is to deal with their drama when you have a secret stash of cash that they will never know about. I think my grandpa would have liked it this way.
Oh.
He hated the bickering more than anything. I'm currently sitting in a cafe drinking a $5 latte that I paid for with his furniture money while reading another frantic text from my aunt about a missing decorative rug. The rug is stained and smells like cat pee, but she is convinced it's an antique. People are weird. And one commenter says, it is poetic that the only person who cared enough to help is the one who found the real treasure.
True.
And OP says, it is a fair trade for the back pain. They can keep the plates and the drama. And that's where this story ends, but not this episode, don't you worry. And we are about to get into this next story.
Sure are. My brother-in-law invited me and my husband to a spicy party at their father's birthday.
What kind of spicy party are we talking?
We'll find out.
Family event.
This happened yesterday. We went to my in-laws' house to celebrate my father-in-law's birthday. The entire family was there, including my brother-in-law and his wife. Now, everyone knows that they're in an open marriage and they're part of a swingers club.
Oh, wow.
We're
starting off strong.
They're very open about that. Oh,
I mean, as they should be.
they
Double
have
open.
to be. I never had an issue with that, and neither did my husband, but we never had an interest in that sort of thing at all. So imagine my surprise when my brother-in-law, after making some small talk, told me that he was organizing a small, spicy party with a couple of friends, and they needed 2 more people. They wanted his brother?
Hey, keep it in the family, dude.
Ah!
Wait. They're not blood related.
They're blood related.
They're blood
It said
related.
brother-in-law.
OP's brother-in-law. So OP's husband, brother.
This is weird.
This is weird.
Yeah.
Super wrong.
This is weird.
Me and his brother were the perfect couple for it, apparently. I never in my life felt so uncomfortable as I did in that moment. I would never ask that of you, Sam.
Wow.
Thank you, Sophia.
I'm sorry, I'm not that open.
They're siblings, by the way.
Yes, this is my brother.
sister.
I thought that maybe he was joking, but he was completely serious. I told him, no, we weren't interested. But he just said to keep an open mind and that I should talk to my husband before giving an answer. By the way, this comes from Unusual Insect, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OKStorytime subreddit. I'm Sophia.
I'm Riley.
And I'm Sam.
And we're OK Storytime, and we give good advice goofily on the stories and relationships that matter the most.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for coming.
So we got a doozy of a story.
Yeah, wait, can you remind me of all the characters really quick?
We've got OP.
Okay, we got OP.
OP's husband.
OP's husband.
OP's husband's brother.
OP's husband's brother, her brother-in-law.
Yeah, her brother-in-law. And that's it.
And
I guess also the father whose birthday
the
that they're
parents.
asking this at.
And the father. So
Yeah.
OP's husband's brother
Yes.
is saying, hey, I'm in an open marriage.
Yes.
And I want you guys to join.
Yeah, kind of like Uncle Sam, I want you.
I want you to be
For my
part of
open
my open
marriage.
relationship.
Yes, you understand everything.
Okay, I understand it. It is
Yeah.
concerning.
It
It's
is,
concerning.
But we don't know what state they live in.
That's true.
That's
it
true.
could be more common,
Yeah.
but we don't know.
What's the most common state for that?
Oh, we all know.
Do we know? Do we know?
We all know. Shout it out. We can't
Shout
hear
it out.
you.
Yeah.
Alabama. We got it in a clear Alabama. But we got more story. After that, I just avoided both him and his wife. And to be honest, I didn't enjoy much of the celebration. Again, this is at OP's father-in-law's birthday party.
I mean, you're trying to bring the family together, so it only makes sense to do it at a family event.
True.
Come together right now.
Yeah, really.
Over me.
bringing it up.
I don't think anyone heard it because there was a lot of noise. I was making my way back to the living room when he showed up. There wasn't any alcohol around the house since my father-in-law has had issues with it in the past. So I couldn't even blame the situation on my brother-in-law being a little tipsy.
No, he was right on.
He was completely
He was
sober.
completely sober, and he was like, I know what I want.
And I want you.
I want you.
What's that saying? Sober thoughts are drunk actions?
I think
Drunk thoughts are
sober.
No. Drunk actions are sober thoughts.
Yeah, there we go. But sober thoughts are also sober.
Sober thoughts are also sober thoughts.
Yes. I still haven't told my husband about it because I don't even know if I should. That would be the first person I told.
Yeah.
Immediately. They should.
I wonder, okay, wait.
Yeah.
Conspiracy theory.
Okay.
Is
Putting on
the
my hat.
husband in on it?
I hope not. That's even worse.
But they both stepped
maybe,
away.
But like maybe
Yeah.
like that's like the dynamic the two brothers had. You know, they were like going out and like chatting to ladies.
Kind of
and
flowers in the attic.
swapping.
Let's two-man real quick.
Swap it. Yeah, exactly.
I really hope not. They both barely have a relationship due to some conflicts in the past.
Wait, they barely have a relationship and they're like, oh no, come on in.
Please. I want to
The
get to
only
know my
way
brother
to
again.
repair the relationship.
He's like, I just miss being close to my brother. This is the
Really
only
close.
way.
Oh my gosh.
And I said very clearly that we weren't interested, so that should be enough, right? And we do have some relevant comments and an update.
Oh, an update.
But what do you think? Do we tell husband immediately?
We
do we
for
not?
sure tell husband immediately.
Got it. We've got thumbs up. We got nods.
Yeah, do we tell husband? Do we tell husband?
Yes,
We
got a
have
lot of
our
thumbs up.
name that says OK Storytime.
It says, okay, story time.
Oh wait, that's us.
No way.
No way.
Oh my God.
That's
Thank
so
you.
cool.
I love your
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I think we for sure tell.
I would
Yeah.
have run. I would have run, not
Yeah.
walked.
I mean, also, I feel like this does irreparable damage to the.
Yeah.
I mean, what was already a strained relationship.
It's
How
more.
do you come back from being like, oh yeah, come into my relationship? That's a little awkward. Yeah.
I want you to come over.
Sing it.
Come together. Yeah, I think you definitely tell the brother.
Yes, I think so
Yeah.
too. I think that's the only way. But let's see what these commenters say. What if it's just completely the opposite?
Yeah,
they're
they're
like,
like-
try new experiences.
They posted this in r/swingers club.
I'm like, I don't know, guys. I think it could be cool. Roseface says, why wouldn't you tell your husband? And OP responds, I don't want to create another fight between him and his brother, especially after 3 years of peace. Yes, we had everything changed when the Fire Nation asked us
That's-
to be a part of their open relationship.
That's on the brother-in-law, though.
Yeah, it's not your fault.
You should have kept the peace.
And I feel like also keeping this information away from your husband could potentially cause rifts in your relationship.
Brother-in-law
And so protect the relationship that's working over the relationship that wants to open it to other relationships.
True.
You know?
Brother-in-law could go to your husband and say, hey, I asked your wife to be a part of our open thing. Did she tell you about it? And husband's like, no.
Yeah. Why is she keeping it from me? What's she doing? What else is she keeping from me?
But we do have an update 2 months later.
Oh.
2 months. Do
No
we think
contact.
that OP has told husband?
Yeah, told husband and there's no contact.
Yeah.
I think, all right, just devil's advocate. Told husband, and they've had a great time at a little couples retreat.
Oh, no.
Brothers are closer than ever.
Brothers are like Romulus and Remus.
Oh, well, they started Rome. They did things.
They did things.
Yeah.
They did that in Rome?
They did that.
Yeah,
They did a bunch
they
of
were
different
doing
kinds
that
of things.
in
They were doing that in
Oh my
Rome.
God.
for
Yeah.
sure.
But we do have an update, so let's get into it. I decided to give an update since we finally reached the end of the mess from the first post. I told my husband shortly after I posted the story here. Okay.
Good.
Listen to our advice.
Shout out
Thank you.
OP for doing the right thing.
We've got some claps in the audience. Because I was feeling very anxious and he was going to pick up on that anyway. I don't think I have to say that my husband was livid. I've never seen him like that before.
Really?
After a lot of talking, I ended up learning a lot about the relationship between him and brother-in-law. To keep things short, brother-in-law is a huge a-hole who has ruined relationships for my husband in the past. The only reason he didn't ruin ours was because my husband put a lot of distance between himself and his own family. 3 years of distance.
So this brother is probably pulling stuff like this all the time.
Yeah.
Scheming.
He's just
Scheming.
asking the most out-of-pocket stuff.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if his brother has stolen girlfriends from OP's husband before.
Dang.
I could see that.
Yeah,
that's
it's
a
just like,
good
oh, do you
point.
want to join what I got going on here?
He's like, he's just adding them
Yeah,
to
he's
his
just
open.
adding,
Like, everyone in the spicy party is one of OP's husband's exes.
Yeah, it's like, like Akira, where they just like absorb.
I think so.
You
Neon
watch anime?
Genesis?
Anyway.
What about like Kirby?
It just absorb. Yeah, it's like Kirby.
It's
There
like
we go.
Kirby.
All right, Kirby.
He gets all of their powers. His family, by the way, always chalked it up to sibling rivalry and never did anything to help, so I don't blame
Sibling
them.
rivalry. He's just stealing girlfriends.
Yeah, I don't know if that's
It's more like sibling hate.
Yeah.
What happened after? My husband called brother-in-law and asked him not to contact us anymore. Nice.
Yeah, distance,
go.
boundaries, people. We love boundaries.
Yes, that's our
Cowboy
whole
man.
thing, boundaries.
Cowboy man knows boundaries. There we go.
He only wanted him to apologize to me for dragging me into this. Brother-in-law denied his request, saying it was just a joke and I should be able to take one like a grown-up.
It was not a joke.
That was not a joke.
Yeah.
He hung up on us, and that was that for a few days until we received a call from my mother-in-law, who was very angry.
Oh, what?
Angry at who?
I don't know. Brother-in-law had told her and my father-in-law what had happened and that he was very upset that he couldn't even make jokes without my husband making a big deal out of it. So mother-in-law was calling to say that we and my brother-in-law's family weren't going to be invited to family gatherings anymore until everything was solved. So everyone is being banned.
Oh.
So it's brother-in-law and OP. They're
But,
all,
like,
she's like, you're both part of that.
Do you not know the context?
No, she doesn't care.
That's ridiculous.
That's wild. That's wild.
It's like when you get pulled into the principal's office and they're like, both of you made this issue, so both of you are suspended.
It's like my
but he
deli
threw the-
guy was saying, like in New York, my
Your deli guy?
Yeah, I got a deli guy.
He's got a deli
my
guy.
bodega guy. He's like, yeah, like if someone steals stuff, we have to tackle them in the store because as soon as they go outside, if you're fighting, the police officer just arrests you both. You know?
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
dang. Keep
Because
it
like
in
you
the
both
store.
are causing a ruckus equally.
Yeah. Never leave the bodega store when you're angry. I told my husband about the call, and he was surprisingly calm this time around, saying that it was the usual behavior and that if I wanted to, he would make an effort, but he didn't care very much. At this point, I was angry myself because I never saw this behavior in his family before, and it was extremely frustrating. I told him not to bother and that it would be up to him to decide. We kept mostly to ourselves since, and nobody reached out to us either. Until Monday.
Uh-oh.
Until Monday.
When my father-in-law called us to say that brother-in-law was invited to spend Christmas with the family because his wife was pregnant. They got the pregnancy pass.
Whoa,
Oh my
pregnancy
gosh.
pass.
Yeah, whenever you bring a new grandchild in, all sins are
The grandbaby
forgiven.
effect is crazy.
Yeah.
It really is. It brings the
can do
worst out of
anything.
people sometimes.
Yeah.
And the best.
Yeah.
I talked to this guy on the train. He's like,
He's a baby.
He's a grandfather now.
He's like, I used to commit crimes all the time.
Yeah, but then my grandbaby came into the world and I reformed. He was he really liked his grandbaby. He showed me videos of him.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
He only wanted to make sure that we knew this because he didn't want us showing up to ruin everyone's good time.
Oh my gosh.
Feels like he didn't understand anything that happened. But we got a little bit left of this story. Any final thoughts?
I thought the approach that we're going to do with the brothers is you're both out of it. Then they would reach out to OP, be like, you guys are fine. You guys can come back into the family.
We get it.
But it just shows how backwards this family is.
Yeah, in
I
many
wonder
ways.
if there's a little like golden child syndrome with the brother.
Probably. I mean, it seems like they let the brother-in-law get away with a lot over
Literally
their
stealing
whole life.
girlfriends for eons. It seems like, and ruining relationships.
Yeah.
Definitely letting them get away with a lot.
Oh yeah.
I've seen a common trait of guys where they'll do something super out of pocket and they're like, oh, it's just a joke.
Yeah.
Just a joke. But every
just a
joke's
joke.
got a little truth to it.
That's true.
Every good joke has some truth in it.
Yeah, every joke has a little joke.
Yeah. Inside that joke, it's kind of
joke, it's like a babushka doll
Russian
of jokes.
doll.
Yeah.
I think it's Mariushka.
Mariushka? I thought it was babushka doll.
Babushka is grandma.
Yeah, and it's a little grandma doll. It's grandmas inside of grandmas.
I think it's something with an M. We have a little bit left to this story, though. Me and my husband ended up laughing about it later because it was so absurd. But I noticed that it has taken a toll on my husband's mood. And I'm debating suggesting therapy for him because I feel like there's a lot he doesn't feel comfortable telling me. We're going to spend Christmas with my parents, and I hope my husband will be able to tune out from this entire situation and have a good time. And edit, my husband is aware of this post, and he will read it in his own time. Right now, we will be focusing on the holidays, and he would rather deal with it once celebrations are over. Thank you, everyone, once again.
Don't blame him.
And that's it.
It kind of feels like it is a little unresolved. I'm like not super happy with that ending. You know?
We don't know if they actually, because they still do have an open relationship, the brother-in-law. We don't know anything else about that.
Ooh, is it his kid?
Whose kid?
The brother-in-law.
True.
He's like, oh, my wife's pregnant. Whose kid is it?
Yeah, it's kind of a lottery.
Yeah.
Of
Wow.
whose kid.
Lottery?
It's
Whose
like
kid is it?
It's like Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia, Three Dads.
Yes.
Savannah's favorite movie, by the way.
Yeah, she hates
really?
Mamma Mia.
She hates Mamma Mia?
Yeah, she hates it.
Why'd she hate Mamma Mia?
She thinks it doesn't make sense.
It's like, why should I watch a movie for 3 hours and not know who the father is?
It's true.
Do we ever find out the father?
No. They leave it a secret.
I mean, they have DNA tests.
It's true.
You get 123andMe tests away from Mamma Mia just being imploded.
True.
Yeah. But we got one more story before this episode implodes.
You reading it?
Yes.
You're reading it.
I'm reading it.
It's all you.
Yeah, it's all you, baby.
Oh, my God.
Let's give it up for Riley Wilson in the chat.
Oh, boy. Here we go. My nephew's friend tracked me down and asked me out.
Whoa, a little stalker and
What's the
asking out
age
situation.
difference?
Okay, we're about to get the ages.
Oh,
Nephew's
boy.
friend. Oh,
Yeah.
nephew's friend. Yikes.
A few months ago, my family and I, 31 female, went out to watch a movie and then have dinner together. That included my sister and my nephew. 2 of my nephew's friends tagged along. So we got like 4 people.
Yeah.
They were friendly and nothing seemed out of the ordinary. 2 weeks later, one of those friends, John, 16 male,
Oh,
That's
age
minor.
difference. That's a minor.
child.
That's a child. That's a child.
showed up on my doorstep and asked if he could come in. I got a bad vibe and politely asked him to leave. For context, I live alone with my 11-year-old daughter, and a virtual stranger had dropped by at our home unannounced.
Oh, yikes.
That's really weird.
How'd he get the address?
I looked at the camera and saw he was holding flowers and other stuff.
Well, that's nice.
Aw.
That's nice in a really creepy way.
Yeah, chivalry.
I figured this was just a dumb kid with a crush who thought he could woo an adult. I asked him twice to please leave, but he wouldn't, saying he just had to see me and tell me how much he loves me.
Oh.
He even made a comment about me being a single mom.
I love single moms so much. I watched the
I
music
want
video for Stacy's mom.
I listen
that's
to
my
Stacy's
dream.
mom, and that's my dream.
I told him I was calling the cops. And when I said that, he bolted.
Oh, man.
The cops later came, took my statement, and circled around to make sure he wasn't still nearby. I told them that, yes, he was just a kid, but I barely knew him. And he had tracked down my house and wouldn't leave until threatened. By the way, this comes from Rowdy Throwaway. And if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/okstorytime subreddit. I'm Riley.
I'm Sophia.
I'm Sam.
And we're going to read the story goofily with our advice. If you guys would like to add anything down below, please add it. And we're here at VidCon right now.
Woo!
Got a bunch of people watching.
Yay.
How are we feeling about this from a scale of 1 to 5? How
Yeah.
OP handled it?
If a 16-year-old showed up at your house.
5? She handled it good?
Cowboy
Got
thinks
a
5.
10 over here.
Oh,
5,
10.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, great. He didn't commit a crime, but the cops
A crime
still...
of passion.
Yeah?
Yeah. He didn't commit a crime, but the cops still dropped by his parents' house to give him a warning about not leaving private property when told.
Yeah?
I didn't ask them to do that. They took the info I gave. I called my sister to find out his last name and who his parents were, and I just relayed that to the cops since they were asking. I only wanted to make sure he was gone. That visit was on them. His mom called me.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Mom v. mom.
Mom v. mom.
Yeah.
Single mom versus
Married.
married mom. Who will win?
She first apologized on the behalf of their son for making me feel unsafe.
That's good.
Nice.
That's a good mom.
Good mom
Okay.
moments.
Good mama alert.
But then told me I went way over the line by involving the cops,
Oh.
that teenage boys having crushes is nothing out of the ordinary, that this could ruin his life, and that I should have remembered he's just a kid.
Okay. Well, I
I
don't
mean,
think the police actually did anything.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like the police did anything. Like, it's all context, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like if a kid shows up with flowers and is like, I love you, and you're like, no, and then maybe does something weird or like tries to barge in the door, then like that might be cop calling. But if it's just like, I love you, please, I love you. Like,
Yeah, right.
I don't know if that's cop worthy.
16-year-olds can be tall, though.
16-year-olds
That
can
is
be
true.
tall. I'm thinking of a little shrimp 16-year-old though.
Dude,
He's got glasses.
Yeah.
my brother is 13 and he's as tall as I am.
Yeah,
That's
like
crazy.
imagine Riley showing up at your door.
Yeah.
With
Riley could be
flowers.
16.
Hey, I love you.
That's terrifying.
Let me in. I
Yeah.
love you. I need to tell you something.
Please. Please.
I mean, I could see the cop call being like maybe an overreaction, potentially, but
No,
he
he didn't
wouldn't.
intend to do that.
Yeah.
They were just like, who did it? And she was like, this kid.
I feel like she could have just threatened the cop call and not actually called the cops.
Yeah.
Good
Because
point.
it seemed like he left when she threatened to call.
Yeah.
But you don't know. You don't know.
But all right, I guess what I'm seeing here is like she threatened to call the cops.
Sure.
Yes.
Then called the cops.
Yes.
Kid left. Then she like sent the cops to.
No.
No. She didn't send them. She just said, they said like, who did this? And she said this.
This
Yeah, so
kid.
she like reported, like she went like through the whole process
Yes.
of reporting the kid.
Yeah.
I think you could have stopped like one layer earlier
Yeah, but
because
think it's a huge
there
deal.
could be like ramifications on that kid's life. If he's being super weird and this continues, then I think it warrants action. But I think at this
Yeah.
point, like you could have stopped one
she
degree.
didn't press charges though. That's
Yeah. She
didn't press charges.
Yeah, I feel like pressing charges. He got a warning, so nothing actually happened. But
My other thought process is like for the kid,
Yeah.
you kind of have to be a little, because I'd be scared that if, anytime you get flowers for a woman and show up at their house, you can't do that ever. I don't want to like discourage him for
He's
doing
never
that.
getting
He's never
flowers
getting
for
flowers again.
anyone.
yeah, I mean, I think I'm curious how this unfolds. I
Yeah.
do think nothing actually bad happened to the kid.
Yeah.
He got a stern warning, which may be deserved, and maybe there can be context about you can get flowers for a woman your own age,
Yeah.
and not stalk them, and that is
Yes.
what
you
like
think it-
healthy love looks like.
Do you think that would be OP's responsibility to do that?
No, it's
No.
mom's responsibility.
It's
But
mom's.
Mom's
yeah.
Hope he
responsibility.
doesn't have to talk to this kid ever again.
Yeah.
Okay,
And she
good
shouldn't
point.
talk to him. He's probably gonna fall in love.
She paid attention to me.
Yeah.
So to top it all off, my sister also told me I went over the top and that John is one of her son's good friends and that I should have called her when he wouldn't leave so she could have sorted it out. I went with my gut and I don't regret it. That's kind of, I see that point.
I don't think OP did anything wrong. I don't think anything happened.
Yeah. I don't think nothing actually. If something happened to the kid, then maybe.
If he was in jail, then we can talk.
But
Yeah.
I don't. I think
Do you think OP, do you guys think?
Yeah, do you think OP did
something
the right
yeah,
thing or the
we got
wrong
some
thing?
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Girlfriends say thumbs up. Everyone
Yeah.
seems to think OP did the right thing in
Yeah,
calling
I
the
think
cops on the
so.
16-year-old. So
Well, we have an update. So it turns out my nephew did give John my home address.
Oh, nephew.
he's just trying to be a wingman.
Yeah, he's like, I got you, bruh.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Dude, she'll love these flowers.
She's
She's a
so
single
into
mom.
that.
She needs a strong man like you, a
16-year-old
60-year-old
man.
man.
Strapping young boy.
Yeah, yeah.
Tell her you're 17. That'll work.
She always tells me that I look so
So big and strong.
strong.
Wow, you've grown so much. You're so big.
Tell her you drink milk.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. My sister and my nephew stopped by my house, and my sister basically brought him along so he could explain and apologize in person.
Okay. Cool.
Probably by the year, too.
Yeah, she's like, come on,
Yeah,
son.
yeah. He
John-
just brings more flowers.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm sorry for not confessing my love in the right way.
No, this was nephew.
Oh, nephew.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
John's mom had complained to another mom in their group about how John's friends were the reason he did something inappropriate.
Classic.
My sister found out and got my nephew to confess. John apparently kept asking my nephew about me after the night we met and told them and his friends about his crush.
Hey, what's your aunt doing? Is your aunt single?
Is your aunt single?
What's up with her?
She got any man in her life?
Yeah.
My nephew and his friends egged him on to ask me out. One of them asked when was the last time I had a boyfriend, and my nephew answered without thinking, saying 2 years.
Okay, all right.
Has it been 2 years? Is that right?
He's
Yeah.
really in tune to your love life. I
Yeah.
don't think I would know the details of my aunt's.
Aunt's love life.
Not to
That
the
degree.
year.
I
yeah.
do remember my uncle's last girlfriend because
Okay.
I hung around her and
But
stuff.
what
like
if
that.
he's seeing other girls?
I wouldn't know that though.
Exactly.
Yeah, like dates and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then the group told John he had nothing to lose and that I'm probably wanting anybody to ask me out.
That's so teenage boy. Oh, she's
Yeah.
alone. She's probably so sad.
Yeah, dude, she
doesn't have a
wants
man in
you.
her life. Single women are just depressed.
Have you ever seen
Old
Mrs. Mrs. Robinson?
Yeah, she's
Oh,
just
yeah.
waiting,
She's waiting.
Yeah.
waiting for a young.
Strapping young man.
Who plays the guy on The Graduate? It's a Hasselhoff.
No, Dusty.
Dusty.
Dustin
Hoffman.
Hoffman.
No, Dustin
Dustin
Hoffman.
Hoffman.
Dustin Hasselhoff.
That's all.
Dustin Hoffman. There we go.
Yeah.
We got there.
My nephew emphasized that he didn't think John would actually do it, that it was just a stupid dare. And they kept pressuring him to hand over my address so John could drop off some flowers. He said John stopping by my house was never part of the plan. Well, how many dares did you do it? Was it a triple dog dare?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you triple dog?
He's not going to
him?
back down for a triple dog
he's
bear.
not a coward.
He's not a coward. Honestly, I do have to give props to the
Yeah.
kid for the
Yeah.
courage. I mean, it's not easy asking out a woman of any age.
Yeah,
No.
but
You
a
know?
single mom
But a single mom
at her house.
at her house
It's like-
with flowers at night.
He
It's
probably
like the
paid for
hardest
those
level.
flowers.
That's the hardest level. I
Yeah.
mean, you should not do that, to be
Don't
clear.
do
Don't
that.
show up at people's houses and stalk them. But there's a little bit of courage there. A little
Yeah.
bit of courage. Yeah. He's got the cojones.
My nephew kept apologizing and saying he didn't think it would turn into such a big deal. I was having none of it. I let him have it, telling him that handing out my address to people I don't
As
know.
you should.
Yeah.
Yeah, throw him under the bus.
Yeah.
I don't know, put me and my daughter in danger.
True.
That he's old enough to know better and that he acted thoughtlessly.
True.
That's true. But he's also 16, so
Yeah.
they don't have many thoughts.
Yeah, but how, like, if he's old enough to know better, is he old
That's
enough
true.
to give you flowers?
He paid for those flowers.
He played for those flowers with his hard-earned
He's
money.
old enough to go to jail.
He's old. Is he old enough to go to jail?
Well, like
Well, it's in
juvie.
juvie.
Juvie,
Yeah.
yeah.
So in for 2 years, then his record's clean.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Yeah, he's fine.
I told him he would never house sit for me again, and that I don't know who else you're gonna invite here.
Yeah.
And I told him I couldn't really accept his apology because I don't even know if it's the truth. First, I was told that he was shocked and angry at what John did, and now I'm being told it was a stupid prank between boys. So I can't be sure what to believe. That's a good
I mean,
point.
he was shocked and angry when
It's
he heard
probably a
about
little bit of both. It's probably like it does have a crush and he was dared. It's like when you have a crush at school and like, oh, like go ask her out, go do it. I double dog dare you.
And then she says no, and you're like,
it was a joke anyway. I didn't even wanna. It was a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had a crush.
When I was done, I asked my sister if she thought my nephew was telling the truth this time, and she said he was. I then pointed out that this didn't excuse John for trespassing and refusing to leave when told so. So while I'm angry at my nephew for handing out my address, I still think there's something wrong with John. A little bit left here.
Oh, boy.
What's wrong with John?
John's got something.
John's got something. You know what? I think John's a 16-year-old kid that got triple dog dared. We've all been there. And
I think John had all the consequences he needed.
yeah, I think honestly, OP handled it well.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think John is like learning from his lesson a little bit.
Yeah.
I think we've done a good job.
I think everyone's received the punishment they needed for the age that they are.
Yeah. I agree.
Did in elementary school, did any of your classmates write crush messages to your teachers?
I don't know.
Do we have any hottie teachers?
I don't think we had any hottie teachers.
I had one hottie teacher in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did anybody like write a
What was her
love?
name?
Hottie teacher.
Hottie teacher. No, I don't
I
think
don't
so.
think we had any hottie teachers. We had a lot of really old nuns.
Yeah. Well, how about
Dude,
in
what are you
middle
talking about? They're beautiful.
school? Yeah. Yeah.
They're stunning for their age.
Yeah, we had a ton of
Give them
those.
flowers.
In elementary school, it was like every other month it would happen.
You had a hottie teacher.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
Miss
taught
Buff.
you. Yeah.
Wait, what?
You've told us all about her. You're a special
Yeah, you
ed
did. That was
teacher.
actually one of the first things that
That
you
is
ever
true.
said on the
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah, your
was about your
dyslexia
hottie
teacher?
teacher.
Yeah, my dyslexic teacher. Yeah,
Yeah, you were
she
like,
was.
she was trying to teach me how to read, but I couldn't pay attention.
Yeah.
That is true. I could not pay
That's all
attention.
that you would like.
And that's why I still can't really read these days.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's overcome it.
All right, a little bit left here. This time, my sister didn't give me and the boys will be boys crap. She agreed and said she's bothered by how John's mom still is making excuses for him.
Yikes.
I
John's
am.
mom.
Wow, that's super weird.
Come on.
I asked if at least the kid has moved on and will leave me alone. My nephew said that from what he heard, John's dad put the fear of God in him,
Nice.
so he
Okay.
likely won't bother me again.
That's good.
That's what
there
we
go.
need. Police and John's
And the
dad.
fear of
that's-
God.
It's a
Lord and
fearsome
Savior.
combo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The holy trinity of what 16-year-old boys are
punishment,
afraid
yeah.
of.
A fear. He still asked about me, but my nephew has told him to drop it.
How's she doing? Does
Yeah.
she still think of me?
Do you think a decade from now he might try again?
He's like, my first love.
Maybe. I don't know.
26.
They like bump into each other in like a
Yeah.
grocery store.
He's like, it's me, John.
Yeah.
Remember me?
Oh, you've grown up. Yeah.
Wow, you're so hot.
I'm so old now.
So, if anything else, I can believe my nephew is angry at John for dragging him into this and getting him in trouble too.
Yes.
I don't think he's protecting his friend or trying to soften what happened.
Yeah.
It's been over a month since I called the cops on John. So, I find the timing of this whole thing weird. And I feel like both my sister and my nephew know more. But at least I found out how that boy knew where to find me and that he likely won't try the same stunt twice.
True.
That's enough for me.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's enough
All
for
right.
me.
That's enough for me.
Yeah.
I think that is where this story and this episode ends.
It's true.
Oh, we got one more story.
Do we?
Yeah.
Get it
Yeah,
in.
let's read another story. I evicted my twin for selling spicy pics online.
I guess you have to.
By the way, this comes from Am I the A-hole twin?
That's not what it says, guys.
That's not what it says.
We censored it.
If you want to submit your own stories, go to r/okstorytime. I'm Sam.
I'm Sophia.
I'm Riley.
We're here to give good advice goofily, but we don't have all the answers. So if you disagree with us, let us know. You know, put it in the comments.
Yeah. And if
So-
you're outside the box we're in, just thumbs down.
Yeah, thumbs
if
up
you
or thumbs
disagree.
down. So, to give some backstory,
Please.
my sister, 23 female, and I, 23 female, twins,
Twins.
were kicked out by our parents at the age of 18.
Oh, dang.
We're starting hard.
Both of them?
Both of them at the
What do
same
they
time.
both do?
I don't
Not
know,
that-
dude.
yeah, but it's
Twins
probably
get up to
parents.
hijinks.
Some
Have you ever
pa-
seen what's the movie where the Freaky Friday? Not Freaky
That's not.
Friday.
They're not.
the
Come on.
Mary
Parent
Kate?
Trap.
Parent Trap.
Parent
Parent
Trap.
Trap. Twins get up to hijinks.
Yeah, they solved the divorce rate.
Solved
And
divorce
we
rate.
have been living in an apartment together with a roommate ever since.
Cool.
Okay.
My sister doesn't have a steady job at the moment, so I've been handling her portion of the rent on the apartment.
Yeah, you're basically the same person, so one job.
That's how they do it.
Yeah.
They just swap really fast.
Yeah.
A few weeks ago, she approached me and told me that she found a source of income and would likely be able to start paying for rent soon.
Let's
Big
go.
wins.
Let's
Big
go.
wins.
Big
Love that.
things. We
Oh,
love
man.
Yeah.
when we find independent sources of income.
Yeah.
What's the job?
It's a job. It's a job. It's probably a job, right? Well, what do you think the job is, Sophia?
What kind of job?
What kind of job?
I definitely didn't hear the title.
Yeah, I
She's
didn't hear the
probably an
title.
accountant.
Probably an accountant. Probably, I don't know. What
I
are
was,
other jobs?
I was thinking she was like a manager of some kind and she was handing out jobs.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. She's her own boss.
Well, let's see where it goes. So I didn't ask too many questions when she told me this because I was just happy that she finally found a job.
I'd be too.
Yeah,
I'd be
that's like when I was happy when Sophia found a job after college.
And it had nothing to
Wait.
do with
Yeah,
Did you give her
finally
that?
found a job.
you
On
hired
this
me.
podcast. So I was just happy she found a job. However, I was talking to our roommate
Uh-oh.
2 nights ago and found out that my sister started an only account
Oh.
and has been selling pictures of herself.
Ooh, okay.
So now we've arrived at the problem. They are twins.
They are twins. I didn't even think about that.
They're
Yeah.
twins.
They share a face and everything
Yes.
else.
Yep. Identical.
Identical.
Or, we don't know if they're identical or fraternal.
Ay, ay, ay.
Ay, ay, ay.
That's not good. That's not good.
That's crazy. Now, I'm a very positive and forward-thinking person. I have nothing against spicy workers, but she is my identical twin.
There we go.
That's
okay.
tough. That's tough.
We look exactly alike in almost every way.
Okay.
I personally do not feel comfortable sharing my body online to strangers.
Fair. Valid.
On top of that, I am trying to start a professional career for myself, and I don't want employers/coworkers to find this and think of me.
That's
And think it is me because she's probably going under like a stage name or something.
And like, how many employers are really gonna believe? No, that's my twin
I
sister.
swear it's my evil twin.
It's my twin sister.
It's
You don't
my evil-
understand.
It's my evil twin.
That's on
My
me.
evil twin.
Yikes.
I confronted my sister when she got home later that night and told her that I will not be speaking to her until she deletes the account and that she would have to move out of the apartment.
Ooh.
She was pretty mad about this and stormed out of the apartment, ended up sleeping at a mutual friend's house for the last 2 nights. I've talked to our roommate and some friends about this, and they think I overreacted. Am I the a-hole here? And we have an update 7 months later.
Oh boy,
But Riley, Sophia,
not at all.
Let's get some thumbs up. Is she overreacting or not?
I feel like it's...
Yeah, we got thumbs down. Not over.
Okay, question for you. If they were friends,
Yes.
would it be different?
Well, what do you mean?
Like, all right, let's say it was
They
like
didn't look alike.
Riley and I were living together.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Riley's like, damn, I'm short on rent. I gotta do something. Starts shaking his booty online.
Yep.
I don't think there's any problem.
Would
I
I-
don't think OP has a problem with the concept. She just has a problem with it being.
But it's not her. Just
And it
because you
is.
look like someone doesn't, like, I feel like she has, you have autonomy over your own body. You should be able to do what you want. Just because you look like someone else doesn't mean
Well,
that you, like you're gonna take away her only source of income just because she looks like someone else.
I think that she disagrees with it,
Yeah.
which, I mean, it makes sense because, like, there's more connotations to it because they're identical
But
twins.
it
So
seems like she disagrees with it mostly because it looks like her, not because of any ideological difference.
Yes.
yeah,
Exactly.
because it looks like her because it might like hurt her employment later down the line.
Yeah.
I honestly would like sit down with the sister and be like, hey, can I help you job search? Can we help like go together and look for other
Yeah,
sources of
it
income?
does actually hurt her employment. That's hard.
Alternatively, phone
Phone?
stuff. We just do audio.
Audio?
You're crazy.
Instead of a visual aspect, there's just the audio
Mommy
aspect.
ASMR.
Same job, but it's just audio.
But I mean, I feel like the other option,
Yes.
it's like you could either go against the force, or,
Barista.
I mean, imagine the money that could be made
No.
if they joined forces.
No, 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 no.
No, no.
It's like the first story.
No.
Did we forget about the
No,
first
no,
story we
no.
read
Yeah, I know,
today?
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I feel it's really tough because like I feel like you should have your bodily autonomy and you should be able to do what you want.
It's true.
But also it affects OP's ability to make money in the future because she looks the exact same.
And OP is paying for everything.
Yeah, and
Right
this is
now.
but like this is the only way the twin has of making money.
Yeah.
No, I feel like they could brainstorm other ways.
How much money would the twin have to be making
$1 billion.
for it to be okay?
A couple $100,000.
Okay, a couple $100,000?
For me.
Okay. I mean, that is possible.
I guess to the point where
OP does not have to work.
OP
Yeah.
and the sister doesn't have to work anymore.
Okay. So 7 months later, a lot has happened since then. So I decided to make an update. After reading your comments, I decided that I probably took it too far, although I was embarrassed and felt violated. At the end of the day, it is her body and not mine, which I do agree with.
Yes, true.
Just because we look the same does not mean I get to have a say, nor should it affect our relationship. I do think that's true, but I do think also, by the same token,
Context.
there is an effect of
Your
the
job.
twin putting it out in the world on OP's ability to make money as well. So it's not just an isolated thing.
Yeah.
So I called her and told her I wanted to talk.
Oh.
Smart.
And we had a really long emotional discussion. And I obviously decided not to kick her out as long as she was able to cover her rent going forward.
Okay.
Then COVID happened, and as of June, I no longer have a job. I was one of the newest people at the company I was working, and so I was the first to let go.
Oh, so OP didn't even lose her job from her sister.
Yeah, so
No.
she just lost it
Dang.
to COVID.
The pandemic.
And in a turn of events, my sister has been killing it on her only account
Wow.
and is now covering my portion of the rent
Oh
until
my
I am able to get back on my
Okay.
feet. So thank you for your advice. I might have ruined my relationship with my sister and maybe even have been homeless because of it.
What a switch
Turn
up.
of events.
Wow.
Dang.
Wow.
I like the
That's
part
crazy.
where OP was helping her at first, and then
Yeah,
now
and then they
it's,
switched.
Now it's switched. I feel like I kind of stand by what I said, where it's
Yeah.
like it's there's bodily autonomy there, and
Well,
just because you
clearly
look
OP
like someone doesn't mean that you can control their body.
And I think OP came to that same conclusion.
okay.
Yeah,
OP now has to go find another job.
True.
maybe not.
Well,
I mean, it's killing it.
Maybe the
think
job was in front of her the whole
Yeah, exactly. Maybe it's the job we made along the way.
she might be a person that likes to work. So let's say that she goes out and she gets this employer. How do you tell them, hey, by the way, my sister has this account. It looks like me. It's not.
I mean, like,
You mention it or no?
I don't know if you mentioned it unless they bring it up.
yeah. And also, how do they know?
How do they
You know, it's like,
hey, background checks are pretty,
yeah, but it's not going to be under their
Face,
name. It's going to
true.
be like a fake name.
With
That's a good
AI stuff coming around, you can like face identify, social things.
But also with AI stuff coming around, you can put someone's
yeah.
face on anything.
Yeah.
That's true.
So it's like you kind of like dual. I don't
you're
think
like,
you have to
"That's
say
not me."
anything. Yeah, it's not me. Someone created that. Yeah,
Helps you even more.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think you might be fine.
I think so.
I think we're fine. I like where this ended,
Me
and
too.
I like where this story and this episode ended.
Yes.
So if you love us, make sure to subscribe.
We
love you,
And see you tomorrow.
All right, so we just got back from VidCon. Sophia, can you give us some more context about what we were doing at VidCon and what that looked like?
Of course. So we were asked to be speakers at VidCon, our first year
Yes.
doing that.
We
that
got
was really
speaker
exciting.
badges. That was awesome.
Very cool. They brought us into this enclosure.
Do we have a picture of this?
Yeah, I do have a
Could you
picture.
send that to me?
I'll do that later.
Okay.
They just give speaker badges to anyone these days, huh?
Hey.
No, they didn't. There were a lot of people there that didn't have that.
Yeah. But they put us in a little glass box in the convention center.
We felt like animals at a zoo.
It's true. And we read for about an hour. We read a bunch of stories and we had a little audience, which was really fun.
Literally.
And you guys are going to probably have already seen all of that footage
Yes.
because this is at the end. But we wanted to give you one more story.
Yeah, and also some context of those stories and why you might be like, they aren't really at their fullest potential. So VidCon invited us to go there.
Yes.
And whenever we got there, we didn't really know what was happening. We didn't know if we were going to be on stage.
We thought we were going to be in a little room by ourselves.
Yeah. But then we were in a little room, but people were watching us from the
We
outside.
were in a little room inside a big room, kind of a little Russian doll.
So while we get there, we sit, we're talking, and then we notice that there's kids in the audience.
Yeah, a lot of kids.
And kids can watch us.
Yeah. And then we realized that all of our stories,
Well, 2 out of the 4.
2 out of 4 have something to do with very spicy situations.
And you remember those. You just saw those.
You
The
just
first
saw
story
those.
was about
We
a
had
brother that
spicy party.
wanted their wife into, a brother-in-law wanted OP into their spicy party.
Yeah.
And the second one was about a twin.
Who was a spicy worker.
Yeah. And it was like, should that twin be a spicy worker or not?
Yeah. So we tried to be a little bit more family friendly. So if you're like, they weren't making a lot of jokes.
There was a lot of stuff they could played with there.
Yeah, and we didn't lean into it. But we might have, you also might think maybe we leaned into it too much.
Yeah. You might be like, why are they cringing so hard?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why.
But yeah, so anyway, let's get into this last story.
Yeah. We just kind of want to give some context to that. I thought it was funny. I thought it was hilarious. VidCon invited us back. I had a great time.
Me too. I had a fun time.
It was fun.
Put us back in that box.
Never put me in the box, VidCon.
I
Thank
felt
you.
so safe.
You know how it felt like the box is like whenever movies promote things in New York.
Yeah, and they like the Severance people. I felt like the Severance people inside the box.
Whenever Scream, they were like hotboxing in that box for 5 hours or something for the movie promotion of Scream 7 or something.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
But we got another story for you. So let's get into it. My wife kept making excuses to leave me behind. I should have seen the signs.
Like the one where she did leave you behind.
My 33 male wife, 31 female, has a school reunion in 2 days' time. We've obviously known about it for a few months, and we were going to drive back to her hometown with our 3 kids, 8 female, 6 female, and 3 male, and stay with her mother for the weekend and go to the reunion. By the way, this comes from Throw Reunion, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/okstorytime subreddit. I'm Sophia.
I'm Riley.
I'm Keon.
And we're here to give good advice goofily, but we don't have all the answers. We only know what we do. So let us know what you would do in the comments. And Opie says, this was the plan for months, but 2 days ago, she suggested that it would be a good time to strip the wallpaper from the lounge and paint the walls.
Okay.
This is something that needs to happen, and it would be a lot easier without my 3-year-old underfoot keeping away from the paint. He's just like, let me touch it. Let me touch it.
It looks so yummy.
I said that I've been looking forward to her reunion to meet people she went to school with, but she's been trying to discourage me. Finally, I decided to pretend to be upset that she's embarrassed of me. Yes, a bit immature and manipulative, but I figured it'd be an easy way to get her to drop it.
Are you pretending or not?
Yeah, Opie's like, you're not embarrassed of me, are you? Instead, she didn't reassure me. She hasn't said it, but it actually feels like she is embarrassed of me.
What? Let's now see a picture of these people.
Oh, no. Opie went, you're not embarrassed of me, are ya? And she went,
actually, I am, yeah.
Yeah.
You say something.
She told me that she's going to get a ride with a friend to the reunion. She'll take the kids as planned to her mother's for the weekend and will call me.
Time out. Who's giving you a ride?
Yeah, which friend? Good point. Maybe she's not embarrassed. She doesn't want you to unalive the vibe. I tried to push back on this, but she won't budge. So looks like I'm painting the lounge.
Wow, she really planned this out. She's
Yeah.
playing 4D chess here.
She's like, you're going to paint the lounge. I'm going to take the kids to the mom. And then I'm going to go with my friends to this party.
And now it's catching up to you at this point? You didn't put this together?
Edit, not sure if anyone will see this. So I went to work as planned and came home after work. And my kids and wife are gone, as was planned. No, she hasn't left me. She's packed 2 days worth of clothes for her and the kids, and that's about it. I've been busy stripping wallpaper, and I think this is going to be a much bigger job than I realized. It's 1:40 a.m. and I finished for the night. I've still got more wallpaper to strip. It's been 7 hours of stripping so far. Ooh, I have tomorrow to paint and maybe a bit on Sunday before I drive up to pick her up from her mother's. And we do have an update.
Interesting.
But what are you doing in this situation?
I'll just keep bringing it up.
Yeah.
Sorry that I'm so embarrassing.
I'm sorry you hate me.
If my wife doesn't want to go to a high school reunion with me,
Yeah.
that's not my wife.
Personally, I want my boyfriend to come to every party with me.
That's crazy, dude. This is my partner I chose to be with for the rest of my life. And you can't even, and you're leaving him over there stripping wallpaper?
Yeah. All of your friends are like, where's your husband? You're like, oh, he's working. He's
Sorry.
stripping that wallpaper.
Sorry, you didn't go to high school there. It's
Yeah.
it's my reunion.
I don't want him there.
Yeah.
It means, I don't know, that just gives me some thoughts of who's there,
Yeah.
who does she want to meet, why does she not want me there? You're leaving me questioning things.
There's a
So
lot of
many
things.
questions.
It's definitely the I want to look better or like oh I live a different life.
Chad's definitely going to be there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Chad.
Her ex.
Mm-hmm.
But we do have an update. So I've made the drive up to my mother-in-law's and picked up my wife and kids. I'm just on my mother-in-law's couch while they're getting ready to leave, so I thought I'd post an update. So I guess the main thing is I know why my wife didn't want me here.
Uh-oh.
When I arrived, my mother-in-law greeted me, and she asked to talk, and she told me not to tell my wife she said anything.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
But my wife had a terminal illness scare. That was why she was up here. My wife had terminal illness before I met her. They actually removed half of her areola, which she was very self-conscious about. Did you not know that?
I think he did.
Okay.
He didn't know this was context.
Okay, maybe he knew about the previous terminal illness.
He did know.
but
Yeah,
didn't know
he
the
said that he
terminal.
knew that before.
When I saw my wife, she burst into tears and hugged me. She didn't tell me anything about her terminal illness, and I didn't ask. I let her bring it up to me. Edit, we're home, and I couldn't keep this to myself. So I've just spoken to my wife and said what her mother told me. She asked me about what, and I said about the terminal illness. And my wife has no idea what her mother was talking about?
Wait.
Whoa,
What?
What's going on? Because the mom said, don't tell her I told you.
But so now I'm confused. Why was the wife crying whenever he got back up there?
I don't know.
What's happening here?
We know.
Someone's lying.
She said she doesn't have terminal illness and hasn't had a terminal illness scare at all. Now I don't know what the heck is going on.
Someone's lying.
Someone is lying.
Mother-in-law or the wife.
Well, okay, I'm wondering if
Way to throw mother-in-law under the bus, OP.
I'm wondering if
said.
the mother-in-law is covering for OP's wife for something else, but didn't communicate with wife about the story. That's what
Yeah.
I'm wondering.
Who has more of a reason to lie?
No.
Mother-in-law or the wife?
I feel like,
Keon?
But I don't know. Why would we lie about this in general?
yeah. Why was she crying? That's such a good point. Good morning, Petty Potatoes. I don't know.
Is the wife embarrassed about the and she actually has it?
I don't know. Confusing. Let's get into this next update. This was written with the frame of mind I had at the time. What the F do I say? You were all right. She effing cheated on me. I can't believe it. Dang. I had a look on her laptop while she was out, and in her emails, she's been chatting with some guy. She sent him money for a rental car, and he picked up my wife and my kids. So she
and
never
the
went.
Kids?
So she never went to her mom's house.
Oh my gosh.
I can't believe it. Not only does she cheat on me, she gave him money, and they all drove up to her mother's together. So they did go
To
to
the
theirs.
moms?
So she was in on it. Money we can't even afford. I've been riding a bicycle to work to try and save $50 per week on gas because we have no spare money. She sent him hundreds. What the F? She trusted this effing guy with my kids in the back of the car. What if he crashed? I confronted her and she admitted it all. She said she gave him a BJ, but when she got unclothed, he didn't want to have spicy sleep, so they didn't. Yeah, sure.
That's crazy.
I did do
sure
that
that
one. I did that one
happens.
thing, but
Yeah.
I didn't
She's
go
like-
all the way.
Yeah, she's like, well, I tried to, but then it didn't happen. Don't worry. I know you have every reason to not believe me.
That's kind of worse though, not gonna lie.
Yeah, she tried and didn't take
Like,
it.
put it back on actually. I'm good.
I don't know if that's true, but the thing is, her body is an effing wreck. But she's the mother of my kids, so I can't leave her because she stinks. I mean, you could help her. Obviously, she sucks. But at the time, if your partner...
But at the time, she was sucking.
In this case, this woman is the worst. But in other cases, if you have a partner who is not taking care of their hygiene, you can be like, hey,
You could say something.
hey, what's going on?
My girlfriend calls me trumpet butt.
Trumpet butt.
What does that
'cause
even
I
mean?
fart all the time.
That's just a boy thing.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hey!
You do fart all the time.
Look at me.
Yeah?
Yes.
That's the main reason I thought she'd never cheat. Because why the F would someone else want to be with her? Well, apparently they do. This POS and her have been saying I love you on email. Apparently they knew each other in school,
What?
high school reunion, but never dated. This effing guy lives at home with his father. He's 31 years old and never moved out.
Oh my
Her
gosh.
effing mother, no. Yeah. When this effing guy drove to my mother's house, he didn't stay. She took her aside and asked her if she knew what she was doing. Her mother's idiotic terminal illness story was to cover for my wife, even though I had no idea.
Oh my gosh. Dude. And you were there at the house stripping
Yeah.
wallpaper off.
Oh, that whole time when she was cheating on you.
Dang. She wanted you to be
Damn.
punished. That felt like,
Damn.
that's horrible.
Wow, that is pretty awful. Dang, man. What a story.
That's crazy.
What a story. But we do have an update 14 years later, so we're going to get into that. Update 2. Hello, all. So I wasn't quite 100% honest about all of this.
So it's full of lies.
Everyone's a freaking liar. Liar, liar, liar. Pants on fire.
What are you doing?
Oh my gosh.
I can't trust anyone.
Everything happened as it played out, and with the correct amount of time in between my posts, except for this one. Oh, but it all happened back in 2010. Okay. I'm not sure how well that's going to be received here, and people may claim it was all fake, but it wasn't. I try to write everything with the same frame of mind I had back then when it happened. Okay, so he's saying, this is all true. I'm just writing it as if I was just experiencing it.
So this happened 16 years ago, and he's writing it now.
As if it happened then. So he's doing like every update as if this is new to him, even though it's not.
Oh, are you trying to give my brain an aneurysm, my dude?
He is. This included my stunning, in hindsight, naivete in my first and update post, and my anger and disbelief in my second update. I thought it'd be interesting for people to follow along with something real that was happening and then instantly get transported 14 years in the future. I do love a 14-year update. So here's my 14-year update.
Thank you.
I never spoke to my mother-in-law ever again.
Oh, what the hell?
Oh.
Wait, what?
Because again, mother-in-law said, keep this between us.
Yeah.
Don't ever bring it up. It's like you have to solemnly
She
swear.
tried to contain it. That's
Yeah.
a good point.
Exactly. Like if you do it, I'll combust.
I did reconcile with my wife at first on the condition she cut out her mother, which she did.
Oh, wow.
We argued a lot. I was also immature and brought it up a lot. I'd often bring it up to shut her down in arguments, asking repeatedly questions like, do you want to reconcile or not? I texted her affair partner. He actually apologized, the POS. He passed away a couple of years after all this happened, not sure how. In April 2012, things were getting worse. My wife and I argued. She threatened divorce. I agreed, but after 2 weeks or so, we made up. We were both scared of being alone, I guess. My wife was chatting with my cousin from England over Facebook quite a bit, but all of a sudden they stopped. In April 2013, we argued again. She threatened divorce again, and this time I agreed, and we just didn't talk about it again. I started fixing the house up a bit, getting things fixed, painted, and in August, she told our kids we were separating while I was at work. My girls were devastated. I was absolutely pissed that she did that without me. In the middle of September, she moved out with the kids. In December, I finally sold the house, split the money, and I bought my current house a bit of a downgrade. I told her not to tell anyone she had money. She did. She invested $10K or so in her new partner's friend's business, and that was lost. Oh, yikes. She took a 3-week holiday to Brazil, leaving the kids with me. She repeated this each year until 2019. The money is all gone now. My parents had a holiday in England where my cousin took my mother aside and said he didn't know whether to say anything or not, but he told her my wife had told him about her giving some guy a slappy tappy.
What?
Oh.
So that's why she went down
So
on vacation every year?
Yeah,
She was going down all right.
Seems like OP knows that wife had like a friendship with his cousin,
Yeah.
and the cousin finds out this affair. That's why they stopped talking all of a sudden. My cousin went off on her for cheating, but never told you until now. I never told my parents why we divorced, but had to tell my mom that I knew, and that was the reason. I think she told them because she wanted to force a divorce, but maybe got cold feet. My wife married a Brazilian guy. Nice guy. She'd met him here, but he had to go back to Brazil to look after his elderly mother. She married him while visiting. I congratulated her and asked if I could hug her when she told me. I've always tried to be nice. That long distance marriage didn't work out. She's now married another guy. Wow. This time a Dutchman.
Man, she's
All over the place.
she's getting
Wow.
putting all the pins in the world.
She's international. World Cup.
She flew over and married him there, and he's back with her here. I said hello to him once. He's a bit of an a-hole, probably from what she said about me. I had my kids every weekend and school holidays. The 2 girls had to share their bedroom. My son had his own small room. As for me, 3 months after she left, I realized I'm actually a pretty good-looking guy and hit the dating world.
Now? 12 years later?
Well, no, he realized this 3 months after she left, so I don't think...
3 months after. Okay, sorry. I just remember it's 2019
Yeah.
now, and now he said it. Okay, apologies.
I met a few women, then met a woman I was with for 2.5 years before things didn't work out. I met a few more women for shorter times, and in 2019, I met my now wife, and we have a 4-year-old son together. Congrats.
Okay.
We've got a little bit left to this story. Ay, this was crazy. Do you have any final thoughts?
Looking at all of the events that have transpired, apple doesn't fall from the tree because mother-in-law So crazy stuff, and now she's doing this. It's like, whoa, what's happening? All the money's gone. Hopefully she's taking okay care of the kids.
I hope so. That is really, it seems like she has really just been all over the place for 14 years, like cheated on him, spent all her money, has been going through different relationships and marrying people and divorcing people. Like especially if the kids are with her, because OP said that he only had kids on the weekend, but she moved to the Dutchman's place and also was in, I don't know if she went to Brazil, but like she seemed pretty all over the place.
So I'm just going to do some math here.
Yeah.
It was about 10 years later.
Mm-hmm.
So the kids were 18, 16, and 13.
Yeah. It feels like a really not great time to be moving your kids all over the place and reintroducing new relationships.
All the time, yeah.
All the time, yeah.
That's weird. Yay. Mrs. Worldwide right here.
Dale.
But we got a little bit left. My ex stopped talking to me. She's the sort of person that takes offense if my life goes well. I warned her with her first husband that it looks like she's jealous and to stop it. She did not like hearing that at all. I don't want to compare my wife to my ex, but she's slim, attractive, hygienic, drives. You don't know how hard it is to be with someone who doesn't drive until you're with someone who does. And works, so we actually had some spare money to do things together. Life's much better.
I might need to find someone that can drive.
You can have someone who can drive.
She just never does.
Because you told her you don't want her to.
You're right.
It's your fault.
You're right.
I just want to say, reading the replies to my earlier posts, things were so incredibly obvious. So much of the advice was absolutely spot on, but I had to pretend to be how I was back then, with full faith in my wife, etc. Can't believe how naive I was. Wow, this really is a wall of text, even when I'm trying to be brief. Were you? Were you really?
It's okay if you're not brief. Well, that's the end of our VidCon episode. I hope you guys enjoyed that.
I hope you liked our VidCon episode. And we enjoyed VidCon.
We did.
Thanks, VidCon.
Thank you, VidCon.
For letting us speak there.
We'll have better stories next time.
Yeah,
we promise.
We'll cater them to kids.
Or maybe worse.
Yeah, maybe we'll just go full evil.
My mom wants me to store in her OF account, but I don't want to film anymore.
That's just traumatic. I don't think anyone wants that.
But that's the end of this episode. So if you love us, make sure to subscribe.
We love you and see you tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Yo, don't leave yet. Please don't exit out of this video. We have more stories for you, and I know you got more stuff to do, so hang around.
I am going no contact with my sisters, even though I promised I wouldn't, because they are freeloaders.
Listen, sometimes you can break promises. That's fine.
So, for context, the sisters in question, all fake names, are Darcy, 25, and Luan, 18, both unemployed. Darcy has 2 cats, Luan has 3 cats, and I, 24 female, have 8. By the way, this comes from user UB2000, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/okstorytime subreddit.
Yes.
So, they moved back in late August of this year after repeatedly telling us they'd be going back to their own home soon. They never went back. Before they lost their home, Luan had me promise to never leave her. However, much has changed since I made that promise. I am also 2 months post-sepsis diagnosis, currently still in recovery. Yes, which is incredibly rough.
Very.
The thing is, going no contact with Darcy would be a piece of cake with buttercream frosting, easy and oh so sweet. She steals my food, my clothes, and even my laundry detergent. She tried convincing me I used half the container in a month, even though when I got home from the hospital, I couldn't even lift it off of the shelf.
Got the laundry sauce.
Yeah, she's trying to gaslight you about laundry sauce right now. What flavor of laundry sauce do you guys use? She's also highly immature mentally and emotionally and goes to extremes when she's upset. We get into arguments a lot. I've worked almost every single day since just 2 weeks after coming home from the hospital after nearly passing away, and I'm trying my best.
Boy.
I still managed to get some packing done here and there as I'm finally moving out next month.
Let's go.
Let's go. Yay. Congrats.
However, Darcy stays at home all day, sleeps through most of it, but claims she's cleaning the house while I sit on my behind when I'm home and contribute nothing. This is total BS considering I'm the only one financially caring for all 13 15 cats on top of refilling their water. Luan just dumps their food on paper plates on the floor, despite me reminding her several times I've bought numerous bowls they can use. Darcy doesn't do anything for the cats, not even just scooping the litter boxes. Darcy is the sister I stole a cat from, though.
What?
So her doing the bare minimum for the cats is not surprising.
Yeah.
By the way, the ruse is still going strong. The mental gymnastics I've had to perform to keep up the lie that Freddie is actually Freddie's son Fred should earn me a gold medal. I'm assuming that is the cat.
Yeah.
It's like no, this isn't Freddie. This isn't your cat. It's Freddie, the son of Freddie.
Right.
Son of Frederick.
Of course.
He still clings to me and is still very much my cuddle buddy. I buy the food, the litter, and am on water duty because I have the most cats. Also, because I'm the only one who seems to notice and or care when the bowls are empty. I'm also packing my stuff, which includes a great deal of sorting and cleaning. I asked Darcy what she had done besides laundry recently, and she mentioned a room she had cleaned 2 weeks prior. That was it. I mean, what? 1 room in 2 weeks?
Listen, that's impressive.
I mean, eventually, in a couple years, you'll be able to clean the whole house. During one argument, she got close and breathed in my face. She had bronchitis and was aware of it, and I've been struggling with it for 2 weeks now.
Oof.
My breathing at night sounds like a dog toy. Oh,
no.
Just
like that one squeaky toy from Toy Story?
yes, the squeaky.
Yeah.
What was his name? Petey or something?
No, it had something to do with his voice, I think. It was like
It was-
raspy or something.
I don't know. Is that Penguin? If I can help it, I'd rather not be around her or anyone like her. Luan is a different story. She was the only person who helped me when I got home from the hospital. My mom, 86, did not grasp how serious it was that I had gone into septic shock. Briefly, but still. And my body needed to recover. Darcy acted like I was acting entitled for asking for help with things like getting drinks, making some buttered toast, and getting to the bathroom. These were things I genuinely could not do myself for the first week. Like I said, Luan was very helpful to me then and the most empathetic, but the difference a month and a half can make is astounding. After that first week, Luan started having severe chest pains from severe anxiety. However, she and Darcy went around telling people that Luan had a tear in her heart and had to relax more so it wouldn't remove her from this mortal plane.
What?
Okay. Who lies about that?
Yeah, why would you?
Who lies about that? That's absurd.
That's crazy.
That's a very complex line too, because I don't know. Doing all that to get attention, maybe?
Yeah, I have a tear in my heart. It's like, maybe lie about something a little simpler. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I have
Not so, like,
I have
critical?
an ulcer. I don't know.
That's just like, I would only believe that that's a lie if someone like lies all the time about crazy stuff, but I really doubt that this situation.
She went to 2 different ERs and neither of them ever mentioned a tear in her heart. Luan still used that excuse as to why she couldn't do more than just lay in her and Darcy's room. It felt offensive considering everything I had been through, and it stung that she was being coddled for this imaginary tear when I couldn't even get much support. Darcy is very much responsible for the majority of Luan's coddling. Luan uses her anxiety and stress as an excuse to not get a job. She was put on medication but took herself off it because she said it didn't feel like the same medicine anymore. Darcy reassures her that she doesn't have to get a job until she's ready, but I'm lazy for taking a day off after having an emotional breakdown from 3 panic attacks in 1 day.
Oof.
Yeah, there's always it sounds like there's a little golden child thing going on here with Luan.
Yeah.
He's also the youngest. So it's like,
that'll do it.
that'll do it. The emotional pain, seeing the contrast of treatment day by day, is just too much for me to sustain. I know it doesn't seem fair to cut contact for something that isn't entirely her fault, but it's not just the coddling she gets. For the past month, Luan just hasn't seemed interested in staying in my life. She hardly comes out of her room, and when I ask if she'd like to go to the store with me or to look at houses, she says no. Granted, I always chose house tours earlier in the morning because my grocery shopping job is very much a time is money job. It still hurts that given she has nothing else to do in the day, she chose not to just go to sleep earlier and come with me. She also contributes nothing to the house, like at all. She doesn't clean or do laundry. She doesn't wash dishes unless she's about to use one. She just sleeps and plays games all day. She claims she needs to rest for her mental health. When she gets some money by delivering food with her mom, she spends it on herself, but I'm a leech for not contributing every month to bills. I do when I can, an agreement I made with my mom, even though I pay for all of the cats and for all of my stuff.
That's a lot of cats to pay for.
Yeah, this is a lot. Like, that is
lot of
not a small investment.
Not at
It's
all.
a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, double, triple standards
Absolutely.
in the household, it seems.
Absolutely.
Another issue I have with my sisters is that they are still on good terms with the family members who have gone after and threatened me.
Ooh.
The most current threat is that if I'm not moved out by January 1st, their mother and grandmother are coming over, attacking me and physically forcing me out, something they cannot legally do. They have also intentionally tried to ostracize me in the house. Their mother has bought everyone but me food, shirts, and water, etc., and told them I was not allowed to have any of it. Stella, get out of there. Fast as you can. Their grandmother has done the same. They did this knowing at the time I did not have the resources to get much food or water. When Darcy, Luan, and my mom get invited to holidays, they're explicitly told I'm not allowed. I haven't shown up to a family holiday function in over 6 years since I cut them off, but it's still clear what they're doing. What's crazy is they're mad at me for an incident all three of us were involved in. They claim it was all me and I was the mastermind who manipulated the others into following my plan.
Oh my gosh.
No, I cannot elaborate further for legal purposes. My sisters know they are equally at fault, but still allow my mistreatment. When I move out, I want it to be a fresh start, a release from all the toxicity and attacks I've been under. I'm worried I won't have that if I allow them to stay in my life. I'm also somewhat worried that when hits the fan and their anger is focused on them for causing my mom to spend her fixed income on them, and also without me as the scapegoat, they'll try and fork their cats over to me. Also, with me gone, Luan will have to spend her money on cat food and litter, and knowing that her manipulative mother may cut her off because she's been wanting Luan to live with her again. When that happens, it will be a storm because my mom cannot provide for 5 cats. I don't want to be involved in that, but my sisters have a habit of pulling me into drama I want no part of. Unlike their family, I run on cartoons, music, and Storytime.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Not drama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least not your drama.
Not
You're about everyone else's drama on Reddit. but-
And by the way, you can take that drama over and listen to full episodes with stories like this. Just go to Spotify or Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts, and search OK Storytime, and there you will find us.
Yes.
And there we will be.
Yes.
So we do have a little bit more
Let's get into
of the
it.
story here, but I think it's clear, like, Stella, you gotta get out of there. Clearly, these people it's gone so far south, and I don't think that you would be the a-hole for also breaking it off with Luan, because I think at this point, like, they're not in a place where they can be there for you, and they're also probably going to get the hooks put in them from the rest of the family, and eventually just get on the Stella bashing train. So I think you can just remove yourself entirely from the equation and go thrive.
Yes.
Without this, these big old monkeys on your back.
Right, because roommates are hard enough. I mean, speaking as someone who doesn't have roommates, except for my family, but I've heard so many stories of roommates.
What do you mean?
Being
Family is
so
basically
rough. Yeah.
hardcore roommates.
Yeah, I guess so. But I've lived with them long enough, and I'm
default roommates.
so busy that I'm not home enough to have it be a problem. But roommates are always tough, and this is just an extra level of difficulty with these roommates, of them just actually just bashing on you now. And so just get yourself away from that. That will make things better, and it might save your relationship with some of these people too. Just distance.
Yeah. Hey, good news is that you can totally get out of there.
Yeah.
The tricky thing is going to be especially with the cats, I know you're probably going to feel obligated, but it's you got to start this new phase by just looking out for yourself.
Yes.
Anyway, let's finish the story. Every time I bring it up to prepare them when they start making plans for the future with me in it, they at one point plan to host Christmas dinner at my new home and invite the sister I'm still pissed at for stealing my cat and degrading his health with Darcy's aid without even asking me. Lucy gets upset and reminds me about the promise. I am not a breaker of promises, but I need the chance to actually recover from everything I've been through mentally and physically, and I don't see that happening with them still in my life. So would I be the a-hole if I broke my promise and went no contact? So when it comes to that, you need to have a sit down heart to heart with Luan, with your sister, and just tell her where you're at and be like, I don't want to leave. Because it sounds like you really don't. It sounds like you think no contact has to happen for you to be able to have a clean break now that she's kind of begun to switch up. But I think if you go to her and just have a person heart to heart, sister talk, be like, look, I'm not doing this, because you can go no contact. If you really feel like you need to be alone away from your family, I think you can do that.
Yeah.
But you should let her know. It's like, this is not your fault, right? It's like, it's just everything has gotten so messy. I need to wipe the slate. I need a reset.
Right. Because you don't know what's going to happen in the future. And so like you can make that promise and you're probably in a bit of a better situation at that point, So it's like if at that point it seemed probably easy to be like, no, I promise I won't go no contact. Like that's not gonna happen. Love you guys, you know what I mean? But at a certain point, things get worse. And like you were saying, you just need to look out for yourself. And if they've pushed you to that point where that's going to help, then that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do.
I can definitely see the concern for the younger sister though, especially because she's like, 18's a hard age to like figure it out, and like yeah, it makes sense. Like she's sleeping a lot, or she's in her room a lot, and she's just kind of like isolating. It's like it sounds like there's a lot going on for everybody, but
yeah,
I would definitely say not the a-hole. Just just have a convo.
Not at all.
Have the convo. Do what you got to do for yourself.
Not at all.
But that is the end.
I refuse to split my mother's inheritance with my siblings because they have their own.
Yeah, it looks like you already have all of the money and property.
I, 28 female, have 6 siblings. Our mom recently passed in November from stage 4 cancer. Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, super, super sad.
I had a really great relationship with my mom. We would spend time together, and my 4 children, 5-year-old twins, a 3-year-old, and a 1-year-old, all loved her. I am the youngest of all my siblings. My older siblings didn't prioritize much time with my mom until the last few months when she couldn't do much for herself anymore. By the way, this comes from Top Protection 6367, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to r/okstorytime subreddit.
You heard her, folks.
So, I currently live with my boyfriend, 38 male, and our 4 children in a 3-bedroom apartment. It's a nice apartment, but of course, it's not ideal for our large family. Over the summer, while my mom was still very coherent, she signed a transfer on death of her house, 5-bedroom, 3-bath to me for myself, my boyfriend, and our children to move into. She did the transfer so I wouldn't have to buy the house, as we would not be able to afford a loan for her house. And her house only had less than a year left until it was completely paid off, so we would be able to afford her payments that way. All of my other siblings own their own homes and have plenty of room in their homes for their individual families. I didn't ask my other siblings if they were okay with this, but I didn't see it as their decision or whether they had a say, considering it's our mom's house and she had a final say anyway.
Exactly.
That's
like,
right.
Straight up. Exactly that.
Yeah. Like when she was literally alive and coherent, like
she made her decision, dude.
Yeah. Hate to break it to you guys. And like I said, all of my siblings own their own homes anyway. Once my mom passed, she had some medical bills that needed taken care of, so it seemed as though we would need to sell the house to take care of them. After looking into it more, my boyfriend said that he would buy the house at just enough to cover the medical bills rather than what it's worth, considering we cannot afford what's worth. Plus, my mom had planned on us just moving in and not doing any sort of loan anyway. She had a cash inheritance, which she left my oldest sister, Melanie, 43 female, to split equally among all of my siblings. Since my mom had passed, we have asked Melanie how much is left in the inheritance, as it would be split 7 ways, and she would always kind of dodge the question.
I see
sneaky.
you. I see you.
Give Andrew one.
Yeah, I just realized why these are here now. That makes so much more sense.
Yes. Melanie gonna take that money.
She would say she hasn't counted it yet, or she's unsure. I smell lies.
I mean, I haven't counted the number that I'm gonna tell you is the real number, but I haven't come up with my fake number yet. I gotta do some more math.
My mom also had some coins that were worth some money. She had 4 coins worth about $3,200 and a 5th coin worth about $1,200. I only found out about these coins from my other sister, Rochelle, 35 female, because she told me Melanie thought about giving the A coin worth $3,200 to herself, Rochelle, my brother, Nick, 37 male, and myself. The coin worth less to another hand-picked sibling.
Well, real quick, you can't give 1 coin to 3 people.
Well, yeah,
like, what are we doing?
I'm assuming she would pay for it, or like get the money for it and then split that up.
I don't know.
That's a way to look at it too.
Maybe just give each person a coin or something.
Yeah, I would totally get so much value that way.
You should have each of them flip the coin to determine which of them gets to keep it.
There you go. There you go. And then just never telling the last 2 siblings about the coins at all. What? That's so sneaky.
Yeah, that's too sneaky.
That really upset me. Makes sense. I understand the coins gain value over time, and that's why they didn't want to pawn them for cash to split equally, but that is really unfair, and considering that there there are not 7 coins, I believe the fair situation would be to pawn them for cash so everyone could be involved. I suggested that and then never heard anything else about the coins.
I wonder where they could be going. Maybe into someone's pocket.
Oh boy. And then one day last week when I had Rochelle and my niece over for dinner, she dropped a gold coin out of her purse and quickly put it back. Oh no, she's ratting herself out. What an amateur thief. Oh my goodness. I never said anything, but I couldn't believe that they decided to kick me out of that inheritance because I stuck up for the 3 siblings that were going to be slighted. Well, flash to a couple days ago, my boyfriend got approved for the loan. I told Melanie about this to keep her in the loop, and her response shocked me. She told me that she did not feel comfortable selling the house to my boyfriend. I didn't understand because selling the house to my boyfriend was just a way for us to keep the house so that my mom's medical bills would be paid. And my mom's wishes were for my family to move into the house. After I got off the phone with Melanie, I called Rochelle to see how she felt, but she couldn't talk right away.
Oh, yeah, probably because she was still
already on the phone with the other one.
colluding with the other stinkers.
Yeah. Once I was able to talk to Rochelle, it was very clear that Melanie had gotten to her first and manipulated the situation. So I texted the group chat with my siblings. Essentially, they all want to sell the house at full value to a stranger so they can receive an inheritance of cash from the house selling. Melanie had very obviously made them believe that my mom only transferred the house into my name so I could take care of selling it and splitting the money with all of my siblings. That wasn't the truth, and I tried telling them that our mom did not do that, but Melanie had manipulated the situation.
That's crazy, dude. To manipulate that while your mom is like actively has medical debt that she needs to pay off. It's like, that's like, you're just the s***est.
Absolutely.
Scumbag.
Selfish. For context, Melanie is the oldest, and all of our siblings can be pretty easily manipulated in a situation when it comes to Melanie. It sounds terrible, but it's true. I can see right through it and tried to say my side, but they are all on Melanie's side. They all want cash from the house, but I want to live in it like my mom intended. Yeah, it's what she wanted, okay?
Yeah.
It's what the mom wanted.
Respect her wishes.
Yeah, come on now. Like I said, my mom transferred the house into my name. So I'm going through with selling the house to my boyfriend to pay my mom's medical bills, and so us and our 4 children can live there. My siblings feel like I have scammed them out of an inheritance, but I feel like I found a way to get the medical bills paid so that my family can live there, which is what my mom intended when she was here.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's like, hello, there's a house.
Hello.
You got a house.
Yeah. So, am I the a-hole? What would you say, Dakota?
Well, if I was one of your siblings, I'd be like, yeah, but I'm not, so no.
Because they're stupid.
All they want is the money.
Yeah.
They just want the money.
But
Money.
Like,
money.
I wonder how much they would even get the house for and how much the medical bills are, because it's like, you're still gonna have to pay for those, you know? And like, the boyfriend is basically like offering to pay for all the medical bills with this whole house situation.
Like, I will buy the house for the cost of the medical bills.
Right. And so it's like,
and then the house stays in the family.
yeah, and it's like totally not his responsibility to do that. I would think it would be split amongst the siblings if they were to take care of all that. So it's like, how much money would you even be getting from the like house payment if you have to pay for the medical bills?
It's like,
you know what I mean? There are some relevant comments. Comment number 1 says, why are you selling the house to your boyfriend? If you want to be able to keep the house, he could just pay your mother's bills and debts instead of buying the house. Then the house would stay in your name. ETA, not the a-hole. Your siblings got their inheritance. Don't split anything with them. Someone else replies, this is also what I don't understand. Her mom made sure that she has a home. Now she's selling it for less than it's worth to her boyfriend. If the relationship ends, she has nothing. Comment number 2. I mean, those are actually good points.
That actually is a good point. I didn't
because I
think
did
about
wonder,
that.
like, what? I mean, maybe it's some sort of complicated tax government thing where it's like it would
perhaps. Maybe if it goes outside of the family, that you don't have to pay estate taxes on it or inheritance taxes, or who knows?
I have no idea. I don't know.
But I'm sure that they wouldn't do that if it wasn't like a serious, really, you know, who knows how long they've been dating.
Yeah,
right?
I'm gonna trust that they're just like making the right decision. I mean, they're married and they have kids, you know. So
Yeah,
like, I'm gonna assume that they know what's going on there.
Yeah.
Because I sure don't. So comment number 2 says, you don't have to pay your mom's medical bills. The house was passed down to you. There's no obligation because she did not pass away intestate without a will regarding the home. You don't need a loan. You are essentially giving your inheritance to a boyfriend. don't. Oh, I guess they're not. They've been using boyfriend. They're definitely not married. My bad. Get the home put in your name only, even if it has to go through probate as a formality. It is still your home only. Your mom did not intend for you to pay her medical bills. She knew you did not have to. Don't
you have to do that?
I don't know.
Don't medical bills? I'm pretty sure medical bills can be passed down the line.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, hey, these are your mom's bills.
Get inherited.
They're like the freaking mafia, dude.
Well, I wonder if like, does anything in the will like pay for it, or do you have to like specify that?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Someone's
We're
gotta
operating
pay, I
in the
guess.
dark a lot here in terms of
Yeah.
how much we know about selling a house and what the
It's just
legal implications
medical
of it
bills in
are.
general,
But like,
I have no idea.
I think they do they not have kids together? I think.
Yeah, they do have kids together.
Yeah.
I
I think that's
just
okay.
like,
And I think maybe if you're worried, it is true. If you're worried about the boyfriend taking everything, though, just like have the boyfriend buy it and then put the house in your name.
yeah.
Have the deed transferred to you if it's
You
really
know,
that big of a deal.
Maybe that's the thing. If the medical bills do get passed on to the siblings, maybe they have to pay for it rather than the boyfriend. But I don't know. The comment continues. Your mom did not intend for you to pay her medical bills. She knew you did not have to. Oh yeah. Don't let your other siblings rob you of your inheritance. Forget about the coins. Keep your house. Do not put your boyfriend's name on it. You need a home for you and the kids. He can live there with you and even get married, but always keep your house separate. And don't get convinced to take out a huge equity loan on it either. If you do anything different than this, you will have regrets in the future. And we do have another update. So shall we jump into it?
Yes, we
Yes,
shall.
let's do it. So first, I want to say that I am so appreciative of all the comments that seemingly are truly looking out for my best interest. My older sister, Melanie, had made me believe that the debt needed to be paid from the house, not the cash estate. She would never disclose to us that there was enough to pay off my mom's medical bills. Ah, sneaky girl. Sneaky.
Sneaky.
I contacted an estate attorney and ended up speaking with the attorney who was directly handling my mom's medical debts. He told me that there was no need to sell the house right now, that my family could move into it with no worry of paying the medical debt until the future if I ever decided to sell it. Interesting. So that's what we're going to do. If we ever decide to sell it, which I don't see right now why we would, as finding a 5-bedroom house is really hard to come by, we will split the sale of the house after her medical debts are paid and of course subtract any money we put into it going forward from their portion. I do agree that keeping the deed of the house in my name is the wise decision so that I will always have the security with my children if something were to ever happen between myself and my partner. I really appreciate all of the comments making that aware to me and all of the comments wanting to make sure I seeked out a lawyer. As far as the coins go, I didn't mention them because I was upset I wasn't getting a portion. I understand getting the house is a big deal. I mentioned what was happening with the coins to give an example as to why I don't feel I can trust Melanie and why I feel like she is not being honest about the money in the estate, which she wasn't. There is more money than just the coins that she is not being honest about. The deceptiveness is what hurts me. I feel like I am very open and honest with my family and would never try to deceive them. I would rather all the conversations, especially with my family, hold integrity. And by the way, we always hold integrity.
That's right.
Because we have stories for you just like this on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or your favorite podcast app. Just search OK Storytime with more episodes just like
Yes,
this.
it's integral that
Yes.
you look up.
Yes.
Okay, story time.
Yes, and there is a little bit more. But do we have any like final thoughts?
Dude,
before we
first of
move
all,
on?
high five to me because my ICU was on point.
Yeah.
That woman, as soon as she got that money, she was like, "Oh, I have,
All right.
I have a little scheme to make." Ooh. And then she started taking coins.
Yeah.
I don't know why the freaking siblings can't just get on board here.
I know.
It's a 5-bedroom house.
Literally.
Just freaking keep the house.
Keep
Y'all
it.
already got your inheritance.
It's so useful.
And then if need be, if the house gets sold, then we'll split it. But for God's sakes,
Exactly.
the house is gonna you don't want to sell it now anyway. It's gonna be worth
Right.
$1 trillion
and
down
I mean,
the line.
smart to talk to an estate lawyer because like get a professional's opinion on this. That's what you
Yes,
gotta do. And
absolutely.
she did it, and that's great. But honestly, if I was OP, I would be okay with letting the coins go by. I
Yeah.
feel like a 5-bedroom house is like way more in value than like these like $3,000 and $1,000 coins.
Yeah,
I would let them have that. I
The
think.
description of it just like jingling out of her purse onto the ground, and she like scrounges it up really quick and like just puts it back in. It's like,
yeah.
she's got a hole in her purse. She needs that coin.
The coin.
She needs the coin.
Yeah, but there is a little bit more. So let's see what happens next. Once I had felt settled and secure with talking to the lawyer, I texted my sibling group chat to let them know what was going on. The house will stay in my name. Melanie has been manipulating the situation, and once she thought I was selling it to my boyfriend, I knew she would tell all my other siblings that the problem is not that I was keeping the house, but that it would no longer be in my name. I can tell she's very angry that she can no longer spin the story for her narrative. But this is what my mom had intended in the first place. That's what we're saying.
Yes, it all goes back to literally the undisputable fact that this is what the mom wanted.
Yes. For myself and my children to have somewhere to live, and she always knew my boyfriend was in our package deal. Melanie still seems mad, but I don't see the problem anymore. I'll keep this post updated if anything else happens to come up. Again, thank you to everyone for the advice. It really helped me out so much and put me in a much more secure position. And yeah, we have a few replies. Shall we read them, Riley? Do we have your stamp of approval?
Indeed.
Okay, comment number 1. I am so relieved that you're not selling. Don't ever sell your house, even in the future. That's your children's inheritance. As for Melanie, it's time to cut off the cord and count your losses. OP replied, I truly do not plan on selling the house. I would love to keep it in our family for my children. Another reply, and do not ever add someone's name to the deed. Very important.
Yes.
And that's it. That's the end of it.
Yeah, I would say that's the one thing, is that if it's supposed to be your house and your family,
Yes,
make sure that
that
after
happens.
he pays for it, that your name on the paper.
Right. I wonder if OP can talk to like whatever lawyer is working with Melanie, like with the deed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Or not the deed, but the inheritance stuff, like the will. Like, can't she just go directly to that lawyer and be like, yo, this is what's going on. I'm getting scammed over here.
I don't know. I think there's like conflict of interest stuff that goes on if like a lawyer is already taking a case with somebody else.
Oh, interesting. I don't know.
But regardless, she needs to get a real a lawyer.
My sister excludes me and disrespects me. I can't take it anymore.
You don't have to. Leave her.
Just need a vent about an extremely dysfunctional sister and maybe get advice. I, 34 female, has a sister, 37. Despite being extremely close in age, we have not been close for the majority of our lives. She was always catty and nasty towards me, even when we were children. For instance, when a friend of hers came over, they were maliciously catty towards me and wouldn't let me hang out or even be in the same room as them.
Dang.
That kind of
Your own
sounds,
sisters?
That sounds like brother, get out.
Yeah, but I guess if it's like their whole lives.
Oh,
it's like at
yeah,
a certain
yeah,
point,
yeah.
you gotta grow out of that.
Okay. And my parents would do absolutely nothing but shout from the other room, stop being mean.
That's right.
And of course, she always hung out with me and my friends. By the way, this comes from Catch the Wave 321.
Ooh.
And if you want to submit your own stories, go to r/okstorytime subreddit.
Yes, sound off if you're in the chat too, by the way.
Yeah, we want to see you.
Want to see you.
Tag them if they're not here.
As we grew into teenagers, it always seemed as if she was sort of jealous of me. She would take my clothes, but not let me borrow hers.
Ew, that's so unfair.
Cut her hair the way I cut mine. If I put highlights in my hair, a month later, she puts highlights in her hair too.
Ooh.
Date my ex, etc.
Oh my gosh, she's going in. She's stealing your identity at this point.
No, she's just inspired, guys. She's looking at her older sister or her sister or whatever, and she's like, I want to be her. Literally, I want to be her.
Literally,
Oh
I want to be her.
Have your brothers done that with you, Riley? Like, you haven't inspired them? Like, oh.
Well, one of them wants curly hair now. Sawyer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sawyer, the one we're speaking of.
Sawyer, he wants curly hair now.
I feel like this is kind of like a sibling thing. Until you got to the X part. Until I got to the X part,
Yeah,
it's
the
like,
X is going a little
that's
too
a little
far.
too far. But like, I feel like siblings, I saw that with my friends who had siblings.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I want to copy, what you have.
Honestly?
Yeah, I get that. I think as long as like she's being nice, if she's like excluding her but then also copying her, then it's like, what's
Yeah,
what's
here?
happening? You know what I mean?
What have my brothers got with my ex? I'd just be like, bro, what are you doing? Come on.
It's like, we already figured out that doesn't work out.
Yeah, dude, like, come on. Fast forward to when we both went to the same college, and I went out on a couple of dates with this guy before we ended up high-fiving and going separate ways because we just weren't compatible. I found out a couple of months later from a third party that my sister was now full on dating this guy and has been since he and I parted ways. He was in the bushes. Hey, you wanna go back to my place? Follow me.
I think that's exactly how it went down.
Same. She and I lived in the dorm room next to each other and saw each other every day, and she never mentioned it. I don't think she
What?
had to because you were going to find out anyways.
Yeah, some way or another.
I confronted her, and she said she didn't want to upset me, to which my reply was, I didn't even like the guy. The only thing that is upsetting is that my sister would hide it from me. They got married 2 years later, but not before I let her know that her fiance was a complete womanizer. To that, she called me a liar and said, I was just jealous.
What? What? So not only did she like date her ex, but she married them too? Oh
get
my
back.
gosh.
Just to give him a little stab.
That's crazy.
My thought is, OP, whenever you get with someone else and that doesn't work out, what is she going to do?
Yeah, she's going to divorce and try again.
That's what
Just
I'm
following
seeing.
your footsteps. Maybe. Maybe we'll get an update someday.
We're like maybe a fifth through.
Let's keep going then.
So probably.
It could happen.
Fast forward to 7 years of their marriage, and she found out that he had cheated on her hundreds of times. Pretty much their whole marriage.
If only someone had warned her.
She completely changes the way she was after that. No longer a self-righteous budget you-know-it-all. And we became best friends. She stays with the husband, though. During this time, I broke up with the...
Wait. Why'd you say like she stays with the husband though? Like when what?
Yeah,
She stays with the husband.
probably at the
After
house.
cheating?
Oh, because you...
Don't worry, you lost a husband, but you still have him. But now you gained your sister back. What?
yeah,
I don't even know.
This is one of our own. We'll see. We know they got their heads on
But
straight,
you know,
though.
things are complicated. If someone's not being treated well and they stay, it's usually a little bit more going on though too.
Yeah.
So our hearts are going out to you.
During this time, I broke up with a boyfriend of a year and a half whose family and him commenced to dragging my name through the mud on social media, calling me all sorts of horrible things, such as a boat whore. I broke up with him because he barely worked, played video games 10 hours a day, and forgot birthdays, and was a virgin when he and I started dating.
Why is that like a big thing?
That's the worst thing about him.
He just didn't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
Mm.
He had no idea. I found out a year later that my sister, who is now a realtor, has not only kept in touch with him and stayed his friend, the ex, but has even shown and sold a house to him and his new girlfriend. Yes, she knew the verbal abuse about him and his family put me through when I broke up with him. I just felt like it was a stab in the back, seeing as I would have zero relations or conversations with anybody that treated my sister that way.
Oh.
Making a sell is not more important than family, though, in my opinion. Fast forward a few more years, and I'm married and pregnant with my firstborn.
Congratulations! That's so exciting.
We are still close, as her new personality has stuck thus far. She is my doula.
Your doula it's someone that like assists with the birth.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's my doula for the birth of my firstborn and a great auntie for the next couple of years. She slowly becomes her self-righteous, stuck-up self again. Now here's where it all goes to shit for reals.
Oh boy.
Fast
hasn't
forward 2 more years, and I'm pregnant with my second.
Congratulations!
As soon as I get pregnant, she and I make a plan that she's going to be my doula, again, for this birth as well, which she acts over the moon about.
Great.
At 8 months pregnant, our brother, 40, informs me that she's planning on going out of town November 1st. I am due October 28th.
Oh, what?
But like the baby's out, though, you know?
Yeah, she's like, well, that's her due date. That's when the baby's got to be born, or else you get a bad grade.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Yeah, you get a C+.
You can't have the baby late. That's
No.
not how it works.
She gets angry at him and says she didn't want me to find out because her entire trip was able to be rescheduled without paying fees, and if I hadn't given birth by the time her trip rolled around, she'd simply push the trip out. She also said that she doesn't really want to go in on it anyway because it's her with her cheating husband that she barely likes, so I don't worry about it.
Oh boy.
I'm confused by this. Now, it's my due date, and I get a message from my sister asking if I'm in labor yet. I tell her no, but that my doctor has scheduled me to be induced on November 3rd, literally a couple of hours before she messaged me.
Oh, wow.
She then convinces me to get super upset and telling me that I am so selfish for scheduling my induction in the middle of her vacation.
What?
Daddy, can the baby not
you
wait?
just like hold it in? Like, come on.
Put a tampon
She's a
in.
doula and she doesn't know how birth works.
That's not how tampons work.
Really? I thought the tampons keep the babies in.
No, you put it in your nose.
You plug your nose?
You put it in your nose.
They're like, you put
This
it
is all
in,
true
and
information.
but like, you put it in and it keeps the baby in, so it doesn't
Yeah.
come out. Excuse me for not taking your vacation you planned a month ago into consideration. I've only been pregnant for almost 10 months. I told her I didn't understand what the problem was since she said she could reschedule her trip and that it wasn't fair for her to act like I was the bad guy for not having a baby on time. She asked me to change it, to which I say no, because I will literally have to wait an extra week, which would make it dangerous.
Yeah.
Also, WTF?
Yeah, and so uncomfortable too. Like I've done so many. I've known one pregnant person that had like right around when you're like gonna have the kid. It's like, are you like just get out already? Because
Yeah.
like that is so painful to be like ready to pop and just have to wait a week when you
Yeah.
don't just because your sister-in-law.
Sister.
Yeah, just because your sister's on vacation. Come on.
We both called my mother to vent, who simply tells me to get over it because she's my sister. The same thing she has always said to me my whole life anytime she and I got into disagreements. I have the baby with support of my husband, my best friend, and my parents, as well as my brother. Everyone comes over the following days to see the baby. My sister takes almost a week to ask to come see him. Her trip was 3 days long.
Oof.
She makes no attempt to apologize or justify her actions. She simply acts like nothing happened. Low contact, no contact. What are we doing here?
I'm gonna say low contact. What do you vote, Riley?
Well, right now, I know that she's becoming more self-righteous because OP already said it because she's at the end of the story. If I saw my sister being a horrible person and then she's nice for a couple of years, but she's kind of acting a little bit weird,
Yeah.
I'd probably go low contact right now.
Low contact. Yeah, I don't think it's enough to like cut it off completely yet.
Yeah.
But definitely distance yourself.
Yeah.
You need to be around.
Because you're seeing some stuff she did at childhood and you're probably like, but I still want to give
Yeah.
her a chance. I'm not going to be
Right.
like, yo,
And
what's
she's-
up? Hey. But if she texts me,
Right.
I'll respond.
Right. Like you don't need to be putting in the effort, but you can like react when she
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if we had the full context like we do now, I would go no contact. Because like she said that she's going back to her self-righteous self.
Oh.
A year later, and it's close to Thanksgiving time, and I find out 2 weeks before Thanksgiving that she and my mom have planned it for the entire family, not including me, who's also a woman of the family and a mother in the plan making. They said they were simply going to pick up her barrel, and I would know that plan when I showed up for Thanksgiving dinner with my homemade dishes. To which I said, since I wasn't involved in this plan making, me and my husband and children would not be participating in the family Thanksgiving this year. I will say, coming from where I come from, you don't plan this out. It is a big thing because the dish, in a way, resembles the family.
I get you. It's like representing your tribe.
Yep.
Your family.
We made other plans and went through social media on tea giving. I found out they actually were now having a full-fledged, everything homemade Thanksgiving on my sister's farm. They didn't swing by barrel. They just did it all themselves.
Without telling OP?
Without telling. They lied to her.
They sent her on a wild goose chase and they stood her up. They stood her up for Thanksgiving dinner.
Didn't go to Cracker Barrel. Nobody went to Cracker Barrel.
Oh, well, no, I'm just imagining like if OP went to Cracker Barrel to like meet them and then no one's there. Can you imagine?
At this point, my feelings are more hurt than ever.
Yeah.
As not only I am not seen as a matron of the family, I'm not treated as one either.
Aww.
We have barely spoken or seen each other since. Now, my birthday was a month ago, and since my oldest was born, I have said how I want to take him to NASA to do their field trip for my children. My entire family knows this as I talk about it constantly. A week after my birthday, which my sister didn't even say happy birthday to me on, I found out through Facebook that she took her children and my parents for the day to a mass trip that I have been saying for a couple of years now that I want to do.
Oof.
The disrespect. Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. They do the trip. They do the trip that she's like, I'm going to take my kids.
Without her.
She goes to NASA. If I was in NASA and I heard about this, I'd be like, hey, we got a new rocket we're testing out. Hop on in.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I don't even know how to put my feelings into words. Not only did she exclude me purposefully from it when she knows I've been really wanting to do it, but she invited and drove my parents there who didn't have the decency to tell her to tell me or to reach out to me themselves
Oh
and
my-
let me know.
So everyone is just like neglecting and forgetting her. Oh.
This is crazy.
Oh.
I've been treated as a secondary family member by my mother, my sister, and even my maternal grandmother
Oh
my
my
entire life. At this point, I want to pretty much cut them off completely. She made a huge announcement to the family and extended family last week through group text messages that she was having Thanksgiving at her farm again this year, and made a point to say that she had already discussed the plans with a few of the women in the family. Wasn't talked to.
Oh, P, I'm so sorry.
When I don't respond to it, she texts me and asks if I'm coming because I planned it for you, basically.
Oh my gosh, that's so sad. Like, of course, in general things, it's nice for someone to plan things for you. But like, when it's something that everyone else is being included in the planning, it's like, well, why are you planning?
Yeah. Because the last time she commemorated Thanksgiving plans and didn't include me in the planning, it worked out so well. I simply told her I wasn't sure if we'd be able to make it. I don't want to go. I kind of feel like I need to for my oldest, who loves her and his cousins dearly and never gets to see them. Our family is so tiny, we don't have many. She makes no attempt to see us or even call or text us and see how we're doing.
Oh.
She takes their daughters to dance class every week about 2 miles from my home and never tries to see me or my kids before or after that. Never tries to plan play dates. Never includes me in the bonfires that she does at her house and invites my parents and my brother and his wife. But then she will send me these ridiculous reels on Instagram about my sister is my best friend, my rock, the person I can tell anything to, blah, 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 blah. What a load of
What?
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Do we call her out?
You can't because the family is encouraging this.
I would call her out. I don't care if the family's. This is if you're kind of patronizing me at this point. We're like all this on Instagram, like, oh, my best friend is my sister. Oh my God, lovey dovey, and we're not even hanging out.
Two-Faced.
It is two-faced, but her whole life, anytime they get in an argument,
Opie, just shut up. You're fine.
Yeah.
by the way, you can listen to full episodes of stories just like this. Just go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or your favorite podcast app and search OK Story Time. And we have a little bit more diving in head first. I don't know. I just need to completely cut her out of my life.
I think definitely have a conversation first. Definitely talk to her about it. Be like, hey, like, this is really upsetting me. Like, if you don't want me around, I can go. Like, that's something I'm considering. But, yeah, just be like, this is hurting my feelings.
Not to go to Thanksgiving even, though my cousins and their children will all be there, or do I need to unload all of this on her? My family does not do communication well. If you tell my sister or my parents that they have wronged you in any way, they pretty much just tell you to get over it. They never apologize or try to right their wrongs, obviously. So I feel like I'm letting her know what a crap sister she is would be a waste of time and emotion. It wouldn't fix our relationship, it wouldn't fix her personality, and it wouldn't fix our family. Sorry, this is long, but it's been my entire life, and I'm over it. Thanks for reading. I guess I just kind of want a third-party, unbiased opinion about whether I should drop her completely or let her have it verbally.
Dude, I don't know. I think just talk to her. It feels like, I mean, I don't know if she mentioned talking to her, right? She didn't say anything about that.
She said it would be a waste of time if she did.
I say give it a shot.
I agree with Angie.
Because, I mean, if you're deciding that you're like okay with no contact already, then it's like, might as well talk to
Just
her.
put it out there. Yeah, as long as you put it out there, then it's like, all right, it's the ball's in your court. Oh, do whatever you want. I'm done.
OP as like a non-confrontational person here.
Sure.
And every
Probably,
time
Yes.
she has tried to say something, it probably has never worked.
Yeah.
What I was saying earlier is where the hell is the rest of this family? Like, where's no one standing up for her whatsoever?
Yeah.
Cousins. I get the parents are enabling the sister, but like,
still, they
where
should be
is-
showing up.
yeah, no one is. It seems like no one has reached out to OP about any of this.
Yeah.
That's what's like.
Well, maybe
what's
they're just
going
not
on?
noticing it.
No, they are, but they just say, be quiet, stop bickering. Every time. That's what she's saying.
Yeah, but you're not children anymore. You're
Yeah, exactly.
adults.
We're
But
adults.
if
We
they
can talk.
do that as their children, just shut up, be quiet, and that's all they know as parents to do, they're going to keep doing it when they grow up.
I think, yeah, I don't know. I still think it's worth a shot, OP. I think that's a very crappy situation, and I'm very sorry that it's so uncomfortable like that, and that they're all putting you in this situation. Maybe go to her house if you need to. Be like, we're going to have this conversation one way or another, and we're going to talk about this. You don't have to go in fighting, actually. Like, you really don't.
No.
I think you can just be like, hey, I miss you, and I miss hanging out with everyone.
Yeah,
Okay?
like,
Yeah.
what's the big idea?
What's the
going,
big idea?
What's going on here?
Yeah, it'll teach you a valuable lesson about standing up for yourself. Stand up to bullying.
Yep. And that's the end of that story.